yanko. Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti gara furu kube puntimpuna si sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you what you unkensen. Kwabena keja guma mni yanko. Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti gara furu kube puntimpuna si sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you what you unkensen. Kwabena keja guma mni yanko.
Enya wa mo chro krata ne de beto montini say ya na wo manfo eke kansem ase ne wo mo enya nnuro ni ntie nam so amebi kwa enum nnuro no de aseye nyina de Hispania ade no wo che se da bi se apomuden ayaresa bia bia na sa atena ye bi omo okase apomuden atena ye bi ankasa na ema wo mo nnuro ni bia se nnuro Hispania wo se na wo di atro na emum no eye wo mo nkrofo ni bi en wo kire se ene nipa bewo de nkabefo nchenenwe na se wo mo bewo de ne nkenu ne de Hispania no ko mo ebenom yesa so mo enya bia no me be hadwe pa no na me nipa bi di kansa no mo de ya asem kana se obi kra num bie eduro no de Hispania na sa pomudi atena ye bi efi nipa mu se wono ne so de eduro Hispania ma HIV patient na se obi HIV muawa na bi ne tie de wo se bibi sa no ensi kra.
None of us were given expired drugs. When our members went to the facility for their medication, they were told that, there were no medication. All that they had were drugs that had expired. We know the batches, and then we always make sure that what we are given is, within the time frame that we could take them safely. These medications expired in September, just a few days ago. So knowing the negative effects of not being on medication, our members said, rather give us the expired drugs. We would rather take expired drugs than not take anything. So that was what happened. Of course, they were not given that medication because they were expired. So that was where the issue of expired drugs came into the story. No health staff gave us expired drugs.
Ebusiania yetie ye penimu president awoda network of persons living with HIV Madam Elsie nsem no yeto aso ewo ensem ni mo enka ne mampani ewo Ghana memu John Dramani Mahama ena wode atudwa wo hye atichafo ewo my Ghana mu bo a wo kire say wo munum nsuo entwa wo pekra na merepa eda wo manimu wode nsem we na atudwa na wo twe ye wa bra na echese wiase nyina si wonum a wo hye fa ede ama atichafo na wakai wo mo wodwuma pa wo die ede boa nipa ewo wiase afa na nyina wo my Ghana so eka ho bia ye nyina ye ka ho ema ede ye hye no fefe kama pa na eno ena Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama wode atudwa wo kire say sabre kwa bepie ewo my Ghana mu a wo hye tu ho achepa adwuma atichafo ede boa enchirima se de be ye dachi ebegina brane pa ebenya nimdefo ama wo mo so atumi atoa wo mayi ne chichire ene ne nkankro so a wo kire say na ehu ehia pa se ye boa atichafo abaso na ye hye efa ema wo no mo wato aso a wo kire say atichafo ewo my Ghana mu nyina enim say ba no nwoma abusua ehun sempa ene se teacher for wamo enkankra wo se edandi samanyuko no akoma so pa eti sade ebre bia wamo eba aban mu a wamo eye no wo se wamo enkoso ehwe anim se niema ahodo atochema ewo adekire ene enwomasua wonsemu a ni titiri kwade ha teacher for no wɔkyerɛ wɔ ba ebedi mampani biewa ɔbɛhwɛ so ɔbɛtoto ne nyina yie pa ɛde ama atikyafo wɔato so a wɔkyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ ntoabo ahodoɔ ɛne mfimpinu ni aduonu 2020 sɛ wɔn manifesto ni sei na page 69 kra of the people's manifesto no wɔkyerɛ sɛ na nneɛma ahodoɔ bi nsɛmpo bi wɔ hɔ nom a na ɛbɛboa teacherfoɔ paa nkankorɔ wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔdaso akwa ne mudie mu sɛ saa nsɛmpo no wɔ ba ɛbɛyɛ Ghana mampani bie wa wɔde bɛdi dwuma paa na wɔ saa nsɛm yi ho ɛna wɔpani ɛne ɛba no nwoma sua mu a wabɔbe ne tim abɔbe wɔ mu paa wɔyɛ educationist ɛsa yɛ president National Union of Private Schools Ghana Reverend William Baako yɛ ne ɔne akrakaseɛ atwetwe nkɔmmɔ ama wɔpani no ɛde nsɛm bi ato dwa a wɔkyerɛ sɛ ane amanyofo a wo ma Ghana mu die na dade wo mo fa anya hwe na teacherfo kwa de so wo mo dada wo mo ani wo mo fo mo nya hwe na da bia wo mo dada wo mo sa wo kire se eye Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama se ye hwane o wo so obi bia wo ba bedi wo ma Ghana ani mu no wo ka ma na te se enya ano fafa kwa enobi the mof ibi the doing eti so be mampani anase wunya meye ye no a wo de wa no don re bi wo no wo kire se no de wo mo entimi nye so sa na emom de wo hwe anim ne sei se wo be mampani a ensem ahodo waka ni na fa di dwuma se de be ye teacherfo ebenya wo mu gidie Reverend William Baako nsem dodo na eka we hu.
He's a politician and they should walk the talk. Say bibia wonom ebeka no there's been several promises say ye ba ban mu a de be ye ede as teacherfo asenie ye ba e ma ye remfiri yen hwe se ye beye na ye de aboa so ho teacher for wo ano eso bedwemu na abandada no kwan bi so eboa kakra ente se omampani dada JJ Rollins penso ono na oma ema no boro so kra but bedru ebre bi no ewo yamambom no na sa logistics ameka ho asemu na emma na mpempre de na meka ne se even books kura ye de bechira ade kura no eno no kura no akwa ye boachi bidin and say for the past 7 years no meka say ama adechire akwa ye din because nyama say yetumi enya both public and private no a very big problem say a teacher for a complaining wofo complaining obia complaining adesuafo no ankasa kura no wonom complaining say yade a esoani so ho ntino de meka NSA NPPU NDCU party bia nyame be no dum se 2024 obeba betena abengwa so no ohwese obetumi ama nani akon Ghana education ho
abusuani a yetie ye educationist obi a wonim de pa na eba no nwomesua wonsem eboni kotodwemu wono anso president National Union of Private Schools Ghana Reverend William Baako ne nsem eno no abusua Facebook live ni yetwagu ewo ho etifo adwenche ne bre se ne fatam no magebre makenkan bi ede amawo ye tie simu ene da so a ewo mu ewo amanyosemu na ene sabre Kennedy akompra ko Japan wa no o press obetu franka ama NPP amenyuko no edi nsem bi atodwa wo kire se Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama o kire se enyade se wone no edi ni yie kura na Asen Central mahye bedwani kasa na ne wone semtwefo na kasa ewo kasafidie ba ko so ewo nkran hanom sei ene wo kire se wo mampani dada wone ne ntam pa wone ne ho kafo ne nabusuafo nyina no yade a wone wo mo relationship no chese kwa nanimu a na enso so se kase wo bi pa ede nano pa boa ye pa ne nyuma etu mampani ade so pa wo se wono se wo kan wo bi pa pa na wo se ene ebra na mampani dada ete akonya so na ene wo ye Ghana mampani se no wasio wo hawpa wo de opani ni fam a wono de wonimpa gidi ye se nam ne nsaso ena mampani dada kwa Ghana fotimi eto aba etia no na so wo kire se wonu ne ho a sisi no wo beka se opani no woni ni ni ye kura sans wono akase wo hwe wo mo akasa amamwe yi amamwo fo tantan pa ekwoso pa no de to mampani dada de wa let us opani de woni no ni ni ye kura ken anase Kennedy akompre ko Japan nsem no bi eka we hu.
The way he has handled me and the way I have spoken harsh words, I think I have not been fair to Mahama. Wow. He's such a wonderful. To extend that, Mahama, former President Mahama, his wife loves me to death. One day, we're in Parliament and President Mahama came. He said, hey, come, my brother, come. You know, the way my wife likes you. He said, if I am not alive, the only man in this country that she would love to marry is Kennedy Japan. Really? I said, wow. Oh, yes. That is how nice this man was to me. And one day, we were on British Airways. I didn't know the wife. The woman kept staring at me from Heathrow. So when we got to VIP, the woman approached me and gave me a phone to talk. Then President Mahama, that time he was vice. He started laughing. Oh, you don't even know your wife. That's your wife.
But you went hard on him.
Yes, I apologize. I'm a human being.
You're a human being. But that is great.
I'm a human being. I think if I recount back in my relationship with him and all those, I think...
you want to say to him that you're sorry?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So, former President Mahama, that's one for you. And this one is for...
Ebusia we ye Kennedy akompre ko Japan komotwetwe call on a course so wo ne bolare star chat and a BN no na ni nyina mu na wo pani no wo komotwetwe ni mu an odi to just say sa media nkane so afo na wo share dwade ni fididwuma ho sam so ala nkodwo kire matente a wate ne ho free NPP amanyukonum wo chese NPP fund wo mu nunu wo mo wan wo monsre na wo no de wonimpa yese benya susuaso pa emfimpinu ne aduonu na about wonimu esize opani ni kwantem kra wo kɔ na dom na wo twen adi nachi.
When they see Baumia here, Mahama here, Alan here, Allah will sweep the votes.
Really?
Yes.
Are we not playing tribal politics then?
How are they playing tribal politics?
Because Bahama is from the north, Baumia is from the north, they say that Ashanti region, if they see Alan, then all true and true.
Yeah, I'm telling you. This afternoon, I told one guy, he said, oh no, they will vote for MPP. They are joking. And let me tell you, Alan's personality, besides Ashanti, people love him the way he is. Okay? And with all due respect to Osofu Chirabosom, Osofu Chirabosom was not a politician. We didn't know him and anything. He came and got 3%. How can you say that Alan will not get 10-15%?
Alan will get that?
Oh, of course, yes.
Many political pundits.
We komotwetwe ekɔ so Kennedy akompre ko Japan wo ne samtweni kese mapa wo magana mu entemu abusua yetoa ensam ne so na yakwakopie mu wo apoye mantemu atem oda eno kropon anase ene mensin no kropon wo Brim Central mensin nim wo mantem ni mu engineer Isaac Tekpe wo pani kwantrefa wo that driver and vehicle licensing authority DVLA ano wo honom no pani no din sem bia tudwa wa cheso kopiem ewo mpatam honom a kamia esa ahyan dodo na wo hamu abu pen aduo twene akire eya de a wo monkrata na enimu kra chese obu honom a ahyan ni sei na chese ntwemfamu a watwe afamu na wafafra kadam kwan bia so anya nkrata de amano ane ade ne no ene wo chese ha adwe papa sanse se mpatam honom se eye DVLA anase ne customs mpanifo eyi wo mu ti se kim se wo mu ekɔ inspection wo mu kwa akɔgina kwan so edi dwuma kwa hwehwɛ a driver fo ahyenfo kafo wo mu nkrata se pe na ne ekwan no so aye hwe wa ye sense mampom ene car no ebi nkɔ ene bia ba na kyese obia kwa akɔta ba bia wo kyese we nyina eye wo ha wo se empre dodo na na watu anamo senko pese ensemi wo so ano na eso so no wo gusu a wo ye no kwafei ena na ekɔ enkan opani no nam so de nsem dodo na atodwa wo sre mpanifo a eka bi ewo mu a wo twa kan ewo nsem we mu se ehu behia pa so wadi wani ebe kire ho na waboa atumi aso saa wo hawi ano
se ofa ka best 10 a bo he na emusif enye ka say yaresa wo DVL a mo work so purpose that be yes no no principle aya na mostly no what happen is say omoko no go to go ka de ba no mo pe ka sa access e ho fit shop anya djuma na omo ato sa ka de body no no mo to no plate na bom ka no no mo go fix purpose de ene go de train so no say o ko he chances no na bo se na ene de o document de Asia in fact biometric be ko mu na say pa de VRS ni de ene be ti bebre anytime bia DVL akimo da be ka say omo embark on compliance. I tell you, about that or that not the question in I say the can the sakura. Who come on? Kakebe don't say anything. Then you know, I want to go them. Do na name say card on internet to go. Document in I fix. Do name. I kakebe them is only a victim. I say everyone crap over to car no what give festival. The Bobie so go man no go fix amano. Kakebe
ni nyina mu ena engineer Isaac Tekpe eto an nkasa yemu ena wo kire say a driver for no so ewo how pa enti a ema wo mo edi sa bonefosam na wo hono mo eti wonam so e de afutuo akwa ma driver for no so say wo mo enhwe no wontoto ne emaye na say wo how bi kura ne ensem bi efa sika bi ensem bi a eje se wo hu say e ha wo mo anu ntem wontimi enkwa animu na wonkwa atena yes se wo kwaje nkrata papa wo se ye no so one phantom penifo animu na wontimi eni ehu dwuma ema wo mu chen se wo befa kwati kwan so na wo twi hyen wo de nkrata a eye fake nkrata jese enimu ebetwi ahyen nyina ne ade sanse no so abonefo sam a se ebeto mire bi no ebetimi adidi mu a ema wo betimi akwa akodi nsenseme ewo aban kokumu
me ni de bia omokoye road ready ma sa to go cancel na de me ni de omokoye man because yeah system no yes yeah develop software bia that software no in fact but me feel say yes kasem and omoko now we ba me tell ka just kasem it you know me nim how I be fan so idea there yes eduma we but me feel say kasem no bu no mo twa na be de am mo dia na de omo cost of one so no omo pe kwa bi mo omo na e bia put some mechanism be more than bia you be check can into bia 3 or whatever na e bia na utia first quarter say ya second quarter what you say now after about medical within a year or two
Abusia anya yetie ye engineer Isaac Tekpe wono ena ye manager akopie mu ewo achim oda mensini mu ewo epoye mantamu a chese we pani a woda driver and vehicle licensing authority DVL no ano nensem eno no Facebook live mwaba be kan ye ho ano pepa ye nam asepa na kwadwo ama nkona hwe ye wo kan ye ho ano pepa kwadwo nyame nhyira pa na Samson Kwawu so wa Hamza Junior Dimaisho so wa Hernandez Fidel Sapon Prince Kwame Enim wo so hwe wo Amsterdam na aye Rosemond so wa ha wo so hwe wo so menya na Hamza Junior odiaba na Musa Bawa so wo hwe wo Kentampo Hamza Junior so hwe wo Enkwanta Oti Mantemu Mawunyo Freddy Agbenozevi so say wo chiami ano pepa wo hwe live and clear from Music City USA Master Planner Junior Kentampo so wo hanomom Akrokari Junior Tiero so so di bia ba azeteko ma wo so wo ha wo chiaye na DJ Raskin also di biaba na hiandabo so di biaba o kan ho anope wo se wo hwe pa wo doko lekpo Chris so kan ho anope yi yedamu nyina asepa yento aso ewo nsem nim yenkopie mu ewo mfimfini mantemu na ene ogwa mountain so Cape Coast aban yare sabia na insurance commission kwabata ewo Cape Coast wo ma ye nyame so ade pa akwakoyi moja ama ayare sabia no na wo chese wonyane nti yese okopie mu ewo hono mu a yade a moja wo de behwe wo manfo a wo hia bie no ohia sɛ ne okwaje ayarehwa wobema wo moja nyina ne ade na kyese ehu akwa atwepa eno enenam so emma National Insurance Commission kwabata wo mutu sa anamoye na eno enenam so emma Madam Nicolina na yeye amudua wono ene ye pani a woda Insurance Commission ano ewo mfimfini mantem wo pani kwantrefo eno no wono ene je brane semtrefo kasa ye wabra wo kodi sa adwumaso ya wo kire se brano no wo manfo nhwe so wode wo ho ebehye sa adwumadie ni mu se wo moja no so betumi ayi bia ma kwanya ne ba won pupu woti kresan se moja ehia pa yaresabia kase ni titiw wo mu hia se atorenchen bi akwanhye bi asie na putupru mo bi hia moja ne ade no wasese ochese ya na eboa pa etu omanfo nhwe na bra ne bra nyina no wonhwe apomudi wunsem moja no toda kwaya na aburu sumpo esese wutimi eyi bi ma se wo ahoden na so betimi eyi bi ama wochese eyade ehu behia pa se nyina ye beye ede aboa ayaresabia hodo ewo magana mu
Ye blood donation exercise ya dia National Insurance Commission afa ato yeso say ye be ye dia boa blood bank one officer wo central region ha na intempe no de ye to say oh blood bank a shorty blood dia na ye be ye ma yenso ye dia boa as part of our corporate social responsibility no ye dia to ye ho say afibia ye be pe bosum na ya boa ye ho aboa insurance companies are more central region, especially Cape Coast has say na ye ni omuaba na ya betri moja edi aboa blood bank. Obibeka said yenti na ye yesa moja ni omua obi hia moja na onya onoso bewo. We know of various accidents wo ye nkwan mu Cape Coast Highway accidents they bia ye ka na say accident si na o say ye mo bi moja na blood bank ho moja ni ho a ye be ye den no blood bank fo ena ya twi moja no ye twi a enye de ye twi a na ye de akɔhye obi definitely has to go through a process in the process ninti say de omo abetwi ene na ebi ni bank ho kra na o say omunya moja ma obi na ebi ni ho a ebe ye den de ya betwi anope it has to go through a process yen say yare
wose senka minim se nyankopon wo bema me nso ma ware a e kama nkasa nti ya woda se nyankopon we minim se wo nso sabe nipa obonyini a ote seme ya na yesre me se minsu mi ntimi enyim aboso me nkuno enwo so bema ma wo bank man nkasa nti ya woda e be ya no wo yali Eradi minim se nka bema ne ho ato na nkama nkasa nti ya woda na adwuma yi a se eradi se minim se adwuma yi be ye ya nkama nkasa nti ya woda o kaseti ani wie ne ye ya so kaseti anu abe na be kasa erade kasa me kaseti e wo fambo ne chemi wudi ahokyire bi e beba usu bia no oku bi e beba usu no gina no kaseti e wunya nkopon da na se ne ka che nyankopon so wanyu fi sa wo haw ni kami wo fi sa me yakopim sete ne ye mbebo non du bebo na kire se ye nyina da ye nsom wo my Ghana ene on se ma shata de black ye kwa ye e wo gimpa yes sister ba fe ba kwa ene ne wa ha se ye kantin wo no wo sister fia no fe wo sresa are ho sem ene se ni kunu e wo abrochire e ya asemo bese 2 weeks amani kunu aka baby na sister fia eba ye newsroom na sister fia exercise de wo ye bi wo fia ha pa steps wo fro na wo si asi eye so ada ba na maslemi sa onya baby so kunu ba 1 week pepe ena Eyao. Wan fire de ne ba yo. Wa fe ne yire wo ba ne yire ho. A week pepe. Ene ne ya ye black aye kwaye. Stefia Nyankopon enhya wo den. Nyankopon enhya wo den. Nyankopon enkutawo. Nyankopon enhya wo den. Na won kutawo emu oya.
FM 100.5.
Oh, Dr. Nesta, this is would you media woody wa Ghana Hanamo? Ya Afeba Coupe Utimishi Sika Sika billions of Ghana cities, 60.8 billion Ghana cities ashekwa. Ya untimi enchire Ghana for se eduma way na mekwa ye 60.8 billion Ghana cities ashe. Wo wachi hooligan wo wachi hooligan be na sene wo se utimi tina hono mo taxpayers money. Ghana for ye bre ye how ya penisie mu ye kom ya ho kire bre mu na wo ye governor wo da Bank of Ghana no wo utimi ka kire Ghana for say Afeba Coupe 2022 mu wa ye adwuma aboka e ka wo boy ye no 60.8 billion Ghana cedis na se Ghana for sorry te wo so ntesu kokko say ni awo ka no emwa adwuma wo Bank of Ghana ho no na wo ye no emwa wo man no enu nti resign wo dia won resign because demonstration ye course yi wo bia nim se won resign obi anim se na study ye enya dia wo be resign ne and wa resign china. But for you to come out now catch the Ghana for say demonstration na course no omo mu lead ye no omo nim channel was omo nim ekwan a e was omo address baby omo be address omo grievances and as omo be omo do omo how say wo ye adwuma no omo ntiase a omo nim the channel yeah was omo address omo grievances rather since omo be acting as hooligans wo wachi hooligan wo wachi titrani wo wachiri mambofo wo wachiri adesefo Dr. Ernest Addison wo wachi Ghana ha hwan biem ena wo edi wo wachi hwan biem nipa bay ena edi wo wachi se onjune Ghana de share pempem ho Ghana population over 35 million na onjune onipa no ho masses ho na wo dwune wo nkwan dia wo benya ho Dr. Ernest Addison ni awunkwa wo benya eno na wo dwen ho because Dr. Ernest Addison se odwen Ghana fo ho pa enkade bia wo ye wo Bank of Ghana ho no ko de adwene ni nyansa ebeto ho enka won ton ne nyansa enton na nimonyam emfa ngisika ka wo buni ho pa se wo buni ho se wakosuku wonimde e wo suahunu efie nyansa so pa na bi woni timu a enka Ernest Addison won ton ne nimde enton na nimonyam emfa ngisika da She Dr. Ernest Addison Ghana ha say ya wotie no watena onom dia na hu hia occupy BOG dia na hu hia organizers lead protest eka che Ernest Addison say on resign na wonko because wanya bibia ama wase enjai embo ne kro no she woni pa ba kufuo 2022 wa ma Ghana boka 60.8 billion Ghana cedis woni pa ba kufuo we say 2022 Ghana ye kombremu ya hu kire bremu a ye introduce new taxes ahu kire kase to Ghana for na ye introduce taxes e wo Ghana ha say levy abetwam existed ones taxes e wo no dada VAT nom na ye say increase ye di bi e ka ho na president Akufo-Addo Kenoforiata agigefo a o ma be so Ghana for so e ka kire Ghana for say burden sharing and Addison she ye say wotua ne ho ka ne monthly allowance $8,000 and $8,000 eba Ghana cedis mu a etwamu 90,000 Ghana cedis titisika no 900 million Ghana cedis ne busumi bi allowances a Ernest Addison waje no $8,000 wo de me nka me ka dollars ne be nkrofo so mkituwa bi menka no cities mu 90,000 Ghana cedis titi sikanim 900 million ene nya ne busumi akatio allowances such as a word Giankwan no and let's start this year the highest paid government official. Yeah, every month you get 300,000 Ghana cedis. 300,000 Ghana cedis. 300,000 Ghana cedis no. And yes, I'm kitu. It is ikanim buburia 3 billion a month. It is ikanim busumi biano and let's start this in 3 billion. Aside the allowances are what je. When you na kura wajeri nyina kura no afe ba ko pe watimi atwa sika 37 billion Ghana cedis ewi afa Ghana pa seriously empanifo amoda wo man ya no mutirimu wo sum na mutirimu odin na moye nipa bonefo oti dam free yesu light baby untua light baby oti dam free yesu nso abue water belly untua ye to si uti shaw ye to tai bo minimu ye hwa hwa wo yire ne wo ma wo yire ne wo manyina ye hwa wo mo ye hwa wo yire ne wo ma would the VAT mu free wonto petrol wonto diesel na onu ankasa kwa suku abodin no asanso de ne makọ na state ni kwa asanso atua ne masuku fees ai ready nyankopon na ewiase wanya bibia ma wase ye jai ebo ne kro no and let's start this sikapun suo yi nyina da taxpayers money na wo printer na wo ink na wo paper na wo betimi assign signature baako na dia print sika bebrenti na wo ankasa wonim yese sika na wo print no e kire susanso obeye wo how dia magana for na within 2 years watimi print sika twa sika 80 billion Ghana cedis na wo dia good system nim sa Ghana economy and say sa Ghana economy and crash sa Ghana economy and collapse because Ghana for sumu Ghana for ye diemu Ghana for wo hie bremu ena mo ye sika for ena mo ya de for ampa so hwe se wo kwadwa so ntosu ho ye den a se ntosu ho ye den nyaado abo ye den ba yire abo ye den a ena adwadifo no mo nya sika wo so se ne ma abo ye den no system ni mo ye den no sa bre no ena na nkrofo so cheso mu sika nya o mu sika pe wo ma hunya de na kire se aba Dr. Nest Addison etwa sika edima president Akufo-Addo edima Dr. Mamadou Bawumia edima Ken Oforiatta sabrenu mu ena Ghana fo ensu Ghana fo bobra 2022 yewu ye bre ye kodwase yentimi ntoniema yentimi nto petrol yentimi faka sabrenu burden sharing no mo ka kire Ghana fo burden sharing mutiri so sabrenu ni ye twesi kama wo mo twesika ekogu wo mo damu twesika ni ye twesika ayrade my Ghana bone and I start this wobedem and I start this wobedem papa we dia wa namu pa dia ene na ndisi so pa ene na nka muso ka mo ye fo papa se Ernest Addison second Oforiatta nom ebe ne nam Ghana ha sei aka kire Ghana fo se wo ma soa MPP ajajefo akogu Supreme Court o ma soa MPP ajajefo akogu High Court eti case bia mo de beko bia no se mo wo document mo wo evidence se de kora wo ma ajajefo ne go eti ye foolish case na Ken Oforiatta fa ne ho adi na Ernest Addison afa ne ho adi board of directors no ma fa wo mo ho adi wo Ghana ha boni a wo ma di Ghana no ho abo bedem ma Nyankopon atua wo mo no mo 10th generation nyina aka every year be Ernest Addison salary will tumble by 100%. Every year be 2022 Ghana ya no dem eniema say na Ernest Addison in the board of directors or ma to omu salary more than 100% because omu ne twesika no ntisika no omu twa de ebe boa wo mo ana ayi minority leader Champagne Life omu twa sika e dey finance wa mu Champagne Life wa ma kese sem nipa uhwe nipa wana one ma fine gentleman but onyusu wano ankasa ni brain adwen na se suan pa se ne studies pa se wo ye papa panimu pa wutisi wo konso a wo da sumuye so kwakwa mpa bi nso asamre woda so ya empa kama woda so sa no so woda so wonwe adwen papa watimi amenkrofo da ni se TV na omukuta remote na wo mu chinchim na dwen then ubenya bi nipa bi ti se gabi wo kire da akọ because kana wo mu twa ye no krofo tetu mo bi ansene no wanya ne hu se chao ofonyo wo enko ofonyo wo anka gabi wo kire da akọ Ansah na Akufo-Addo baba ye president 2016 2017 no enko owu ye enunti na sometimes ya na eye me ya say obi ye serial caller eye me ya say obi ye taxi driver obi ye mate obi ye trotro driver obi awie wogina so ton niema na wo kon wo ba wokuta niema egina oye egina traffic light ase na o defend wo bi kro no a wabo enra honorable Sam Okujeto Ablakwa revelation ya wode abebom wo Ghana ha sei Vietnam International Monetary Fund IMF ye pe wo mu loan ya kire se aban we mu nkrofo ka kire ye se IMF fo and grantee ye loan Ghana say and pounds before sika ne beba no na Ghana say we say IMF fo na nkasa kwa negotiations ni na enwie ye but wo mu hwe Ghana no se de na ye gina bia no sitie no a ena che se fast na $600 million omo de ma ye na ye ti Ghana ha say covid aba covid kunkrofo e wo Italy kunkrofo wo US kunkrofo e wo France kunkrofo wo China na president Akufo-Addo ene ken wo foriata Dr. Mamadou Bawumiamu atnasia plan a strategize say we de eyekoko na aso enti yensu ye ntibi ka Ghana fo agudam se moa ka Ghana fo agudam ese emoa European Union the millions millions of dollars eba na IMF for the millions of dollars eba na World Bank for the millions of dollars eba na AFD Bank for the millions of dollars eba na consolidated funds sika futuo na omo do omo sa bom na omo yisika na omo kachre Ghana ha say sorry and one man for us obiani bimwa ni yenye sika over 30 billion na kenoforiata na Akufo-Addo ni ministers enye MPP for penny baako maame baako ena beka ese covid sika no omo chefai MPP for che covid sika fai say leaked tape na baaye no say MPP say women organizer say de be na no workasa no enyu no na ka kire Ghana for say covid sika over 30 billion na eba say 34 billion na ebaaye no MPP for che 2020 elections mu na omo cheye ma wo bia nso nya bi omo cheye ema MPP constituency level sabede wo hia no momo na momo no nso no adi musikai omo de akosi MMDC yifo so omo de akosi constituency executives regional executives for so yanim se wo NDC ne awunya bida hwe aburo pane bone a president Akufo-Addo adi Ghana no na Akufo-Addo Nyankopon emfa nche wo da because wo boy extra time na wo extra time no bone na wudi aburo na wudi Nyankopon edi ho asotwe ho akatua ebema wo ma wo nananom no nana nkanso no nana nkanso anom bone na nadu dan kwa Akufo-Addo wadi Ghana no Nyankopon ne Ghana emfa nche wo da na makwa chef frontiers ase se yade atia siga na ha sei omani ebe pesika ye bani aba be pesika no Gucci wa ha testing ahodo bia kwa so wa Ghana ha bia no Nuguchi ena na ye instead se contract no mo de be ma state institution ti se Nuguchi na se omo ye adwuma ne wia emfaso no akọ man ni futuom Nuguchi ehia new equipment machines ya omo nya sika de atobie no na ken oforiata gabi wachedako asante bedi atuonom akọ hye frontiers ase frontiers na your sister omo register in July 2020 mu July yes is 2020 July mu and omo register October ni award contract kese e de ama wo Ghana Airport Managing Director approve you signing contract no e de ama frontiers say eye omo ye monopoly company bia no hanu a say adwuma na test na omo ye e wotem na 3 hanu mo no company bia no hanu ma obeti ba be ye bie ni award contract 2 years it wo hwe honorable Samokuje to abla kwan revelation and hintasem and krata ekuta no a 2 years contract no award ye no mo de ma frontiers enti as at the time kra na covid kra no atwam kra na woda omo da so agi bukata akromfo no omo gi nkrofo sika obi efri US ba obi free France ba ehwo no machines papa wo ye test ya bibia bi ekuta ni document ni bibia before we be land wo Kotoka International Airport no 250 euros dollars da be Ghana fo no so ye Ghana ni anem so no mu $70 but se wonya Ghana ni etna temna 3 agi discounted and $30 million $130 million $730 million no me kai pass almost 30 adwuma no kakra ya omo ye kakra na and omo do report best omo nya $16 million so $16 million no na Ghana die wom eye $1 million afa Ghana for board da say teacher say $16 million no Ghana die wom state ni die wom just $1 million so $15 million no Nigeria for ni dia kenoforiata dia asante bedi etu gabi wachire da akomodia eti afa kra de so mo bebe kan do mu nya ya na mo betwa wo madapa omo nka ya antihwi biem media houses for bia twe e de akwa Ghana Airport Company Managing Director ne mpanimfo say frontiers adwuma wo mo ye no omo hia ho nkrata omo se da omo release Honorable Okuje to abla kwabua che say contract ya Managing Director then Managing Director na Magdan to omo pamo no ya o sign ye edema frontiers agreement no $150 na frontiers edie no na ye die wom $10 Ghana Airport for die wom $150 bia no $150 bia no na Ghana Airport no omu die wom $10 na oho me fankodi na timamunim bread yes enya President Akufo-Addo e wo brand Nuguchi ewa Ghana ha say ye adwuma no mo betimi aye it $130 million no enka ye Ghana mfasuo na sa omo bossa akro no wanyina wie e bossa akro no wanyina wie mama ka kire Ghana for say burden sharing mutiri so nyankopon betua mo kase de munyuma sitie nyankopon betua mo kase de munyuma sitie o kenoforiata aso wonan wode wonsa mienu atete wonfo no atwetwe wafu ahunhunu ye nyina atwetwe wakwaje akora 15 years bi kidney e de ato udiem etu fi se no ano no but nyankopon no a ye nyina ye som no nyankopon na wo bo nipa ba asasi su no onfa nche mo da because mo digana bone mo digana bro $130 million anya aho di omo ya no omo di bone no a omo sha ase o eti anya frontiers Nigeria Nigerian company esi say na Ghana ha say ye wo state institutions ahodo wa ha ya oma ye adwuma for years registered companies if it's a private ukrana na say ye Ghana ni kra dia o wa ha Nuguchi ye state ni dia oma kwashe frontiers ase anya ye frontiers for a Nigerian company eye na Ghana ya award contract edema Nigerian company na health minister call parliament osu animu ho hwe shelia yokobo twa call parliament osu animu ho hwe ken oforiata approve say yamfa mano because Ghana for ebre ekom
di Ghana for na se nipa kakra bi Ghana population achimo buakwa for mo yesai akufo ado mo yesai gabi wachire da komo eyesai na omo ji sika ni nyina awie a airport land aka ni nyina ayo omo dia san krofo we sei na ti si mountain so ebo John Mahama dede John Mahama dede terminal 3 former president John Mahama si ye no woti se ni busuani bi wo ho a wa ye adwuma wo ho da na Akufo-Addo yakoji loan terminal 3 kesia de enti se anya adwuma nteka privatization Turkish company omo hyase eji wo mo hye obi aye adwuma de ama state no ene president Akufo-Addo privatization omo hyase yesi anti-bekiba ehwa no wote asante bedi atu ayire terminal 3 hwa no wote na Akufo-Addo ba Ghana ha 7 years 8 years ni wasi airport expansion project wayebi wasi bi Kumasi phase 2 kosi sei wayebi abatuo hu wonsunsanso abusuafo wo ye MPP ni ya MPP ni Ghana political parties lead MPP NDC ye MPP ni ye NDC ni but and defend obi kro no a wabo obi boni a wadi Ghana and defend e kasana na ado nya hwe because na Akufo-Addo ada obebie na no aka kire Ghana for say wanya Ghana boni no tender will strike him down adana na Akufo-Addo bebie na no aka kire Ghana for say omo Ghana kro no oni Ghana boni no tender and the best striking it down boni se nipa ebedi wo man so ama ni tirim wo sum adwen boni se me bedi wo man a destroy wo man me bedi wo man di nipa so te se moa me bedi wo man a destroy wo man eno na Akufo-Addo edi ho dwuman afemi nko na boka na Japan so na watwi mu wo kasa wuntumi na di kan hyase na chama wuntumi de wa kanto kwa chane se ye friend se Canada Japan threaten bi mu a obema ya chi no because Canada Japan and etina ni TV ni radio so e threaten nkrofo a judge fo twa wo madapa threaten wo mu ama tuale threaten no ama ni pabonefo bi kokun no entu de won tina wa no threaten no next time so obon ntrani bi mu a obema ya chi no ana bo Canada Japan e kasa oko star chat na nya won kwa ne first time wa former president John Mahama wo pa ne chew e ya agenda no wasete because MPP fuo no mu bi including Canada Japan hunu say omo ku opposition omo hunu say e opposition he omo wi aburo grawa bottles e grawa ma omo ku opposition o ya MPP ni a he fatu trim MPP they know the leadership and pennyfuano they know so much opposition. Canada Japan who say MPP co opposition or your businessman. Now our former president John Mahama we didn't bone it won't fresh yan one panichow because on him say NDC ba power Canada Japan omube chasing say omo fan chane da Canada Japan say former president John Mahama any NDC ba power mo de mo pa mo nka political rich hunting political but ni nyina so wo ka political rich hunting no ni nsem hunu a wodi wo Ghana hanom no ye bebubo hu tapes nyina am wo hu no hu senya political rich hunting because wotimi twa obi adapa etwa entro de to no so ofie wa Dubai or to efie Dubai fie e de maslay queens e wo bra woni evidence only say denti enipa ni image gu nipa na nimu ase ono be Canada Japan ya na me se me bia man kwa me ka honorable me boni dem de honorable cross so na ya me kra ya Canada Japan ni mu ye say NPP ku opposition pe baabi agina pe baabi ni nan yesisi because sa aburo no a eni eniema fo no a waye no ono be Canada Japan entina Ghana ha say e wo bra yam prosecute no Enfa Ahmed Suale wo hu. Who threaten judges? Ansah Muhammad judge for na modo maba. MPP judges. To threaten woman de wa wasem. onim said dia wa ye Ghana no dia wa ye NDC ni former president John Mahama no enhu asudie eda ne so na hwe ye ni businesses ebeye target ni investment ebeye target. It is any businesses be target. The investment be target dia. John Mahama. Mini wen di ni ye. Enti de ma ye bia facha me. Say first mama me ni tape no. Mama me ni video no. Because onim say after 2024 general elections.
The way he has handled me and the way I have spoken harsh words, I think I have not been fair to Mahama. Wow. He's such a wonderful. To extend that, Mahama, former President Mahama, his wife loves me to death. One day we're in Parliament and President Mahama came. He said, hey, "Come, my brother, come. You know the way my wife likes you." He said, "If I am not alive, the only man in this country that she would love to marry is Kenneth Japan." Really? I said, "Wow, oh yes, that is how nice this man was to me." And one day we were on British Airways. I didn't know the wife. The woman kept staring at me from Heathrow. So when we got to VIP, the woman approached me and gave me a phone to talk. Then President Mahama, that time he was vice. He started laughing. "Oh, you don't even know your wife. That's your wife."
But you went hard on him.
Yes, I apologize. I'm a human being.
You're a human being. But that is great.
I'm a human being. I think if I recount back my relationship with him and all those, I think
you want to say to him that you're sorry.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So former President Mahama, that's one for you. And this one is for
the way he has handled me and the way I have spoken harsh words, I think I have not been fair to Mahama. Wow. He's such a wonderful. To extend that, Mahama, former President Mahama, his wife loves me to death. One day,
Sama mi we say, "Ena honorable candidate Japan, ni TV station, ni radio station, sa kwa no friend say aboa papon." And there's so wusu bempa me na was wa popon ase nkod you over 70 years aboa papon. Wa popon ase do over 75 years. Sa akwa we say nom. Ena abronye DC. Honorable candidate Japan ele twa asane to ho. Odi former president John Mahama tem no wo twa ntro de gunu so na bi kwama na yere na Ernesto wusu bempa abronya nom omutini TV so omutini radio so na omu di na tem but ene honorable candidate Japan hunu say table no ebe 10 very soon they know because yes we MPP mu no MPP no ankasa kora no omu ku opposition dada opposition ni de omu gina ho ene MPP no e ho no mo no omu wo opposition. Now the question also crowd there. Me say former president John Mahama pe crowd when campaign. Can a Japan be campaign man because campaigning we first now when. Reconciliation be any be alanche ma ten dey wa tin ho afrim. We yin ho afrim. Wo so onimu bi ampan so land wonimu bi. Oye obeye trade minister. Na akufo ado amana anya adwuma da. Ghana ni bi anim. The SC kura che say de na ahya se ne ye ka say na akufo ado mafia land na adadi pefe from day one o kana no because papa na dwumboni woritim wa mala anya adwuma alanse party no e se shobotumfa honorable candidate Japan enso presidential candidate bi ono so mu say so be the presidential candidate yo Dr. Bobie be the presidential candidate yo o mu ni na opposition wo yi ni ho afiri o create loot and share mu na imagine say obi ti say candidate Japan ejina bonten na obom de catch mu say mu bokro no mu lutu o mari kogu abrochire as if there's no tomorrow mu wia wo man no e bo o man kro no as if say ochira kura ni ho na me betra candidate Japan wa wono na buy aba power e be the biggest coastal whole West Africa what benefit from Ghana yakomu because ono contract ya wadi demand no sikana Bank of Ghana twa bi ne edi tuaneka contract ya wadi demand no loans ahodo ayeje ye bi ne edi tuaneka eno na odi expand the businesses and why bia and odi expand the businesses so directly wa benefit from the na akufo ado memo fon tantan but hwensama won wo ka ono ka kire Ghana for say na Akufo Addo can oforiata MPP for mpanimfo elu to one mine as if there's no tomorrow, as if say Ghana enti there's tomorrow, but tomorrow no Ghana da chini nyara say President Akufo Addo gabi wache da kwa santi be die to san krofo no epeso mo kire say omo na ebe decide Ghana ye future ye tomorrow. Omo na omo be decide Ghana say ene Ghana na e ho no no eye Akufo Addo eye gabi wache da kwa santi be die to ken oforiata omo na ebe decide Ghana ye dache ye tomorrow, because omo na Ghana se no getre ehye wo mo nsa omo fa Ghana mra nya hwe e de ne Ghana mra eno na divide ya no ma no wo ka se politician bia nim se ade be ye ya to lie de ato ha aha de wo ya wodi nsɛmfo no a wodu ha lie we de dabi e was bana na Akufo Addo mo de lie no wo mo hwiri atira because wo ya on baba be justify be kan kwase asɛm kwasa e de apisu akyerɛw kare Japan campaign team se first mo ma me sa we say no am se chairman wutumi ya award contract ama no Ashanti region chairman wutumi wo ye contractor or ye road contractor or ye building contractor, but because of one agenda but
anya dia okeka kikan na enua Kennedy ayi yenua chairman wutumi ya ti say contract e wo Ashanti region ha de dudu na on e dia ma no then ye the press conference be say say nyuma na at office anu na hia anya dia okeka kikan na enua Kennedy ayi yenua chairman wutumi ya ti say contract e wo Ashanti region ha de dudu na on e dia ma no then ye the press conference be say say nyuma na wo he wanye Musiasu road wanye Trebuom wanye Impasatia wanye Bompata wanye Antwa Krom to Asu Masum Kwanta wanye Ahisa for service to the road Omeka be bi as a contract no ti a wonya ye na se obi beto ama party anye ni podo be register aye kwa we a obeye anipa e kom krom a obeni so afa no eno no be dira so to aba and ya kasa wo say party na jitum yes say one constituency 1 million no say 20% Emma police station agents regional and constituency executive sorry na you call a middle belt authority no
contracts e dey ma chairman wuntumi oy chairman wuntumi a road contractor. Simple sentence. Who am I, Krawuntimi? Who am I, Kra? Simple. Simple. Be form simple sentence. Who am I, Krawuntimi? Chairman wuntumi a road contractor. Modia any petty me. Did ni petty sa mudi di chairman wuntumi echi sa because oya chairman wuntumi because we ska at the expense of war forest. Chairman wuntumi asenu. Ahemfo e salute e the chairman wuntumi from. Chairman wuntumi oye road contractor eti award contract de ma chairman wuntumi na ono na kwa fan krofo amo ma kwa akoye instead said directly be award contract de ma road contractor na se sika no eye 1 billion a watimi ahweso aye adwuma no ya award roads, not even a single road or roads, towns ya award contract de ma chairman wuntumi no chairman wuntumi no akwa fa contractors amoma akwa ye adwuma no no atene share eti contractor no si koso a shoddy work no aye 3 months na akwan ensuato na akwan asese Ghana de seriously former president John Mahama say na ma we de empese beti bi o send this ni road contractor award contract man. So a building contractor award contract man. But sa chairman ni award this contract di ma wo mo ni atam sika state resources ni di amano 3 months 6 months ni enko besi ni asa kwa aba besi hwensuo toye Ghana kwan nyina asai chairman wuntumi ya contractor chairman wuntumi oye road contractor chairman wuntumi eye road contractor oye road contractor onye road contractor but ya ban na woso ya ban na woso enti bibi ni de onye nipa buroni bay pa kuromu eno ba award contract e de ama obi say me party chairman me party hwan wo bra wonum say party chairman onye contractor. Who does that? But Ghana ya dia sell man no ya dia sell man. E school feeding. Nwaka so obi abetimi anu aduane. Enti obi aye caterer. E school feeding contract na award. Nwaka say aduane de putogum hwegum obi abetimi aye. Enti contract na musum yam de ma chema wuntumi no a. Musisa hu ska de man no. Yesi adwuma no so wanye. So at the end of the day, the more can say, oh, Kumasi for the Asante for the MPP and your party. Yana mfutu kwasu kuranwa, ya betu abama MPP. Ejunu madi ombeye. Omo betina wanomu, na omo tina wanomu wana se ebedru election year 2024 no omo se bulldozers ni grader ni caterpillar. No omo di akwako sequence because omo hu se ni pe Jimmy. Ewa Ghana ha. Omo dweli se ni pe Jimmy. MPP for wenom oma dwene se ni pa Jimmy wo Ghana ha time na former president John Mahama can say ade ni ho no ma won kasa hye ho ontimi nya won kasa wo ho because okuta state ni coffers Bank of Ghana sika dem wonim when we international reserves oni mo manage na bia enti wontimi a won kasa wo ho but Ghana for Jimmy sa na nkrofo we hunu say Ghana for Jimmy enti 2020 mi kro ma fija ase asokore ofi DC residency one mo kwa amene adeda hono mo e hono mo a November mu e na almost start say
looking this country as if there's no tomorrow. Wow. Who really cannot get on government? What do you mean? The youth of this country are not working. Now we're intimidating and comfort. I will put my life on the line and defend it. The MPP is looting this country as if there's no tomorrow. Wow. Who really cannot get on government? What do you mean? The youth of this country are not working. Now we're intimidating and comfort. I will put my life on the line and defend it. The MPP is looting this country as if there's no tomorrow. Wow. Who really cannot get on government? What do you mean? The youth of this country are not working. Now we're intimidating and comfort. I will put my life on the line and defend it.
Omo bokro no nso kogu abrochi as if there is no tomorrow because omo na ebe decide Ghana ye tomorrow ye da achen and then chese plain say Ghana no da but enye plain sa enye ma besesa mo chama wuntumi na oti kumase no enye ma beteni enye ma besesa na de bia ya na me ka say ni machines no a egu Ashanti region forest reserves or dey ya mining no Eniama tenia ye betwa jatum said your friend say MPP abanti so omoye ye nkrofo no ye be shini nyina ye be shi na road no so award contract e de ma chema wuntumi no a waje hu sika hu botom so awaye nyina edananim. Seriously, Ghana prison is a here expansion project because nipo on bedem doso. Ablanya ko abrono ma ajone me ene anopay ya odi de obokrata enumu ensem eba. Abna good morning.
Morning nanang.
Na apom ti say
Eradi adumo na so e.
Na mi adum ye kwa yi o
enye easy cry ja ye ya na.
Asantini abaywa. Uni ma ye yo. Uni ba ye yo
obele de
Santini abaywa asheli slit ni ne kaba edi ni na ni ye twuma twini kom asiri duku asha ho asoma de onima ye yankasa
obene de
na ye de
esi akonkon
esi ma konkon wa
esi akonkon ti ayi paso hemafo no
sister fia ho
ai sister fia
are hu sem
ketwa kwa
unim be say 2 weeks to say ne husband ne beba no na on say there be a full steps in the back top no na wo ho e no run na make say sister fia wo yes exercise was say sada ba onya ba bia nso
kai pa se na o campo emi say mu ho no kwa obre o mo niema nti na o ka say no si o na say come ma Friday say no obeya be kwan den no no Sunday so fra sorry ba odidi wonya na yi ba ko say no otwa bia say no ka sa ne ade an na just say
nyankopon no adu ba bia na untimi misa no anke ebisa say den akufa eye president
Sam no dear, Mr. Nano Quad and will be cast eti a cassa boniface no like my penny fado, Yankopod in the bonnet.
No, only say no,
Yankopod in the bonnet channel. You
know what, Bruno. Answer Abena say if ye on some pennyphony be oduni age say no. Uja no abone nko a
you will be saw who say you what your bear papa and your bear bonnet
uja no
as a when the night a bruise so
uja no abusua fie wani mra so waton abusua koko
timi kwa konyin say ge obi kwa dishe obi kwa timi kofa bi di behye no dishe
unim se abusua no wokoko unim se abusua ide wokoko ba papa ne be wuo no yesu
ye hoton yansa
abusua de pade no watonton
to be wu na chese abusua na bose ya to
no watiegu nkora so wase bibia
me kai passe emebi kuma se bokro mu papa penimu bi pa na owuto young lady biso
papa penimu pa
papa ya akroya so no obi so de akwala 6 months akra so ejina se onene na we nyina ani we papa pani a wabobra
papa penimu ani we
bobra na afa japade na chesa kwense bebiri
wa tonto ni nyina
we china ne ma ye basa ebi enu bi no
entiana na akufu adwe abedi president
onu de ndie Ghana for na no waye chesa
Bank of Ghana no na eye adwuma e make profit no enya mfaso no na Bank of Ghana no akọ bankrupt
so oba se oba abesai ni to no pese o se bibia on pese obeja tokua ba akokra to wono mo wonya kwan bia se ne woja tokura ne ne watopunu ma obefa mpoma mapie
oni
se siri na ba ne
ana bo samokuja to abra kwa frontiers no de aba no osisi ka adwuma a wo mo ye no o mu nya $130 million.
Can you imagine?
You see a Nigerian company and then frontiers no omu register no 2020 July. There be less than 3 months any awarded contract. So omu register company no purposely for that project.
Sa pepe. So papa no yes ni ehwe no kompo o mai bi so.
Yes Nigeria kra no no kasa kwa Nigeria na kasa kra no. Wa body hu dua to Nigeria o. But only omu baka say Nigeria Nigerian company eya omu dia. Asante be dia tu gabi watch kenu for reata ma omu dia. Sas put me V contract here Dubai sa shaking sinsim eye kenu for reata na award contract no. But health minister na di na nimu je. He knows nothing about that contract.
Yes.
Eye kenu for reata na ye bibia ma enti ya no bi kasa papa ni nti ade no ma yi ni ho ano. Obere wa babonti ambe yi ni ho ano. Oni ho hwe omo award contract no wo office so omo office
na o ma kufu ado de wo hwa aye ministers bebre tro yi nyina akwampo na wo mo hwa da anya hwe omo ye ceremonial ministers keke edini de da wo no mo so functions ne ade ne ade wo mo di wo mo anim nom de akwaje ba adwuma na kasa de asante bedi atuo ne ayi ye fa ne se prime minister de facto ayi
gabi wo cheda
ko woni ne ye bibia edi no pani no ni ahuto no just the be why busy for nothing. E dey enti woni position Ghana no na busy because omanpani kufu adwekure then it team ken eyi na dwema no
gabi no eya na busuafo no eye be dia tuo ken oforiata just president ni die ni pa da no so ye ken oforiata
na just
ena ni deputy ya gabi wo cheda ena secretary ya santi be dia
it is a president no cry ye ken ene ocheda ko na e die
ene ye se ba ko bi so ka bo o mo fra no bomb tio se akufu ari ni
ndo ko kan ya no obesi
osu mi me fa ho be osu eya omo yes bomb to survive omo
judicial system
omo ti cartel no abusua cartel that caban
no so yeah ya wodo be
omo dey run but abena Ghana population 35 million say ni pack akra no omo do 5%
omo ba so mba
even eastern region landmark kwa na da hono no say atomobu akwafo ne kakra bi no a yeso omo wiye sika omo ahimfi omo di kogu no say akwafo no even eastern region see ya okrobofo ho ye wo akuapemfo ho ye wo mafra omo ye different tribe e wo hono mo enti no omo ankasa kura no omo ye say eastern region omo cover even 50% of eastern region landmark and drew but if send pack a canteen and be baby tisi Ashanti region me buafu ahemfu no some tell Ashanti region asase kakraka ye nyina Ashanti region but any pack a crab bi o mo eastern region fifi mu no mo tell no ma tomadwene adum so country kakraka ni pen ye wo gan ye wo votarian ye wo northern region or central ye wo western ye wo Ashanti region ye tra hono mo amani pa bi ti Asante be di etu gabi wo cheda ko akufo de kanoforiata bomti no ye twa masani pa kuo kakra bi anu omo hene ediga na so
so ma keke enu mahu se esin
twem abena esin twem
na basal but because of say no na to aso sa
because of say empenifo no they are corrupt
so no mo pre o mafunko sisi na aginsemu no
aginsemu ya corrupt ahemfo eye corrupt asofo nom eye corrupt chese wo be leaders civil society organizations nom ne ade omunya they are so corrupt ya to wo mo enti nipa no a wo mo ha no omo ye hu buku ajapade abena o read ajapade bi to
asem ni nyina akoko wi ajapade eti ade no mo bo mu ti mu po enti no chese sete bia no ho no ma wo mu gyaye o wamu buya breye su
abena
wamu nya kwa to ba bia
say airport land here honorable kujeto abla kwa say
heavenly
heaven builders
wamu sorry so ironically sem hunu how can you say heaven builders you are mocking God such blasphemy
you are mocking God wamu say project wamu start here ho wamu pa wamu nsi edan ko ka heaven and this papa won be dwudi agu
be say I senye ni pakora nwire ngukura Nyankopon kwa be
say this bapa we be
agrada be tie si so
am prince
because untimi mocking Nyankopon sa sapon prince e piaga o
ano wono na say bie for
wo account be 8
ano odidi atem wo ha say
okay enti sapon prince didi atem
enti we bie pages ni bebre e no dey buy a page su di atem abena ye nto aso
ebusia enti no
udin bebre untimi so yi hu
you see na me ka say sometimes kwa ya bi ehia mu okromu ina na ade o ye nam yitese ya fotrotro ne ade nyina say wo mutimi hu no mo hwo na so kasa hu na me hu line no
madam Fina ye nto aso mfafiri ho Lorita Nana Hema Inshira Frimpong member NDC Greater Accra Regional Communication Bureau Deputy Communications Officer Tema West Constituency and then birthday and then 7th October and I'm saying 11th October and then 7th October
and I'm not so dear to say October me birthday kwa na 11
me try pay Lorita Nana Hema Inshira Frimpong Deputy Communications Officer Tema West Constituency Nana Hema happy birthday soko enko emfa emo nyame nka ho nyame enhye ne ho animunyam nyame enhye no onye okese omo ahoden sonko ahoden esika wom enko atenten esika wom wo no mo ahoden esanse 2024 rescue mission no ahoden ni ho no mo adwuma no ntimi nye enjoy your day 6 na Nyankopon enka abena
any as a proud October ni mama so me receive because October dey say yina
I say October
papa
date ni da be
16 Monday I
ne say Monday obey party
nya asem ketua e be dey nya me be say e betimi ajeje ntutuso dudu na hwa abusianti do bo krata no mu boso na edu so krata no me ensa na babeka yensa wo fia ene na de medi efiti ase daily graphic weekend special na wo hwe anim hanom sei ya na IMF second tranche chese no $3 billion Ghana buy wo mo de baba so ya sene no ne fa to so mienu so madi nkan de ba ko aba ye nchiche mu makoma kunsia eti de to so mienu no $600 million and where they ba so ya senior no nature so bubu bosome next month in November and as Ghana IMF no mo de ebe kan mo de breye and I say timi be kan Ansah na enso so no Ghana ye ntwa susu bia ma wo mo ne ye ka esika enhye wo mo botom enti no we na mo na mo de boa ye enti ho hyehye e wo terms and conditions apply no mo chese eba sese your photo sumienu ne beba na se wo mo ebe hwe se de mo de ma ye no de di kan na ho toto ye na ho hyehye sika no kwan ya o mafa so adi ase no ekosi se na chese no so edwuma de bidin no mo hu so mo de be ma ya na o mo fa emaye mo ano de kwa de de ma ya ye nka foforo enwumu eti eno hu meeting no wish yamudie ena sisi akoso e bi kra ko soa wo na no wade beto dwa ko piemu wo USA sei na ena sie no jese bi so Ghana ha no ma jese na wotuka kra ne de o ma no wate ne hu se meeting because a enu ada de o mo ye man sentwefo ina ko pie ho no mo no tisi de jese amane bone jese edoto no konani mu a aye me board no a Stephanie Rodet ena woni odi anim no ye mission chief no wo jese wachre se nani aso entotoye ne hyehye no se de asi akonti ehwe anim se hwebe next month November this kan baba be ka Ansah na katafa to so nan na mehwiri akwakodina na ene yade Liberia man no wo mo ekosimpie ni makwakoto aba mampani na afeyi de nye ka be pie mo Ghana se asema shebedwafo no eno seyi aduosomi 73 members House representatives no na afe senators no so dunum 15 eno obekwa akoyi wo ma ni nyina October yi a ne de to so du na chese wode ebe hyehye soa na eno ho ensam ewo ha watcha say wo hwe afia bato na ebeye tight papa ewo ho no mo hwe mpanifo mienu a wo mo egina na nya asem keto akra incumbent no George Wia ye nyina enim se wo no wo ye Ghanaian descent na chese ene Joseph Boakai ono so no ka ho bi ono ye ni main contender pa biggest opposition no enti no ono so nsem ewo ha pa enti Tuesday be ye bina de enim na ode be hyehye so George Wia nete yakonya so na Joseph Boakai no so say wono na sabre wonne ne kwakosi agan dendenden ewo hono mo pa ehun nsem nyina onya krata ne bi kenkan ya ewo mu katafa to so 9 na mehwi akwakogina na eno a day in history na chasa abako semu na ohwa hanom say ya na October 7 na ye Monday 1957 na party nkumankuma no na sa party makomakun ensia eno wotimi eka wo mo ho ebo mu a chese onya krata ne bi kenkan ne nyina ewo hanom seye na wo pedi kura wo de be ma new opposition party na ene jealous husband bi nso so a wono so no wodi ne yire chese wo ye ne bonia kasankasankasankasan kopiem wo kumase a na wono wo mo fine no 20 euros ehun nsem nyina ewo ha a day in history no ewo ha no mu seye katafa etoso du miensa ena mede etwaso na nye uje hweso betimi akacha ama mia efe papa na ukopiem ewo apuye mantamu a we de toso miensa afasha wodi ye efa enuane eho enono na Eastern Regional Market Fair a chese koso okofodua na watwi na nya asem keto akra ni nyina ne se ne akuafo wono mu eton ne ma chese sedi wo adwen wonsa esesa ne ma eton no wokoda wo nipa ne edi mu obi ehu enipa wo mo so wo ititu kwa enuane afemu a kama pa unya krata ni bia wonse munsemu nyina no ade a ewo mu na dem de betu apo ewo daily graphic weekend special no krata fe to so du nwotwe na kata fe to so du nwotwe na ababeto dwa enya asem keto akora abusua ene na wotwi ye nyina na yenim sem ye kase bo apono so kwa hodo ye kan bi mamote 66 66th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference ekɔ so na ekyese ene ama hodo so dodo na wo mo enjoy Commonwealth na mpanifo wo mo be ye nhyiamudie bi ewo Ghana mamu nefo ansia ene wo de hyehyɛ so a wo dwendwen eye ama hodo na eka ho no eba ne se wo mo nipa fa ahodie ho nsɛm so bambo mu nsɛm afi mane meme nyina wo mo fa ahodie ene wo mo kankro nyina no so ho nsɛm ewo hampanifo ahodo kasa ye Ghana mampani chame hene pani ewo mrahye wonu mu nyina kasa ye nsɛm no dodo na no wabɔ ne po ewo krata ne mu de mede to so eye the mirror de bo krata no na wo hwɛ krata fa to so miensam ena doctor baako a eba ne se enie woka awasem papa utufuo ekyerɛkyerɛ mu nsɛm nyina eye Dr. John Boache wosa eye consultant a brand nyina wo twero eba de mirror de bokrata no mu no apane ne de atodwa wo kyerɛ sɛ se yeka se boni bi pa ye boni ewo nyankopon anim sa ye boni abonefo samo ba na emra kwan so pa se wo ya yetimi etwe waso a wo se woni odofo wo ko se partner eti partner de enhyada enye bi enya aware ba se waye sofo nintino ebia na ya aware but partner de na che se obi a woni ne tie odokwan so no se wo deny no empasogoro woman nani nye se ba ne pasogoro se ya na wo dada no wakasa akosua yemfa wosio maduru ha yemfa wosimigina ha yemfa wosimenko na che se wo dada ne saa se wo de bonnet moden se asem bi asikura ne se obu wonu ma empasogoro no de boeti mode de twemanso ana wo yesa ene wo che se eya bonefosam papa se ya bonefosam ewo nyame anim wo se eye biblically I say eye biblically sin ena esanso eye crime na je sa bonefosam ewo emra kwan so eti wa kyerɛkyerɛ mu hanom pa wo kyerɛ de e ma sa ne mani nyina ba nkofo ebo wo mo yire matimoden anaso wo mo ho kani atimoden ba ne pasoguro mu a emema ne titiri na ye bo ma na atimoden so anya kanchema bi sei se bia wo ma wa na e bia se be ma na nya be se system ho ka be wa read se kaka half time aka extra time so there be se get kaka woni tomunti ni watie nkwada so didi fie ni abonten senti no enkwala ne de top choko no intrekese no wompamu sama ne pe ne yire no ma no ro no de ompe no bi ope ni ma nkwada ye wokuruma eti no abasa na wachechemu ha me de nyam na meka wona wo chechemu o chese side chicks no wo mu nyina aka ho na ye de saa de ne ba no wo mu gunkofa wade nte basa na chese wo bone yire timoden so nya na bonten dia wabre o se be fia be do no twam 60 ahode ne wai eti abasa na chese no ano na akwansem bebre nti ni nyina ho sem e wo ha katafa to so miensa wonya bi ekenkan ya emu afutuo nyina wode mo manfo e wo ha katafa to so du miensa na mehwa akwa na ehon nso so chese okopie mu ho no mu a wo kyerɛ ne ekura ba de mirror ena wo kyerɛ se basa wu nyini a ma ne meme nyina wu nyini no ade ba kwa se wo hwe ne yie paa wo wasetena mu a ebetumi aboa mu wanyini akye wapomuden begina bra ne eye wadidie mu wo kyerɛ se ensuo de yade anka eni kwa se eho ekwa atwea na se wo de kɔ wano no ekɔ nipadua ne mu no ya na ho nya din bebre so wanwo nya tese bia wanya fufuo na nkwa nka ho ntimi fa fufuo ni nkwa ensuo ni fufuo aha but ensuo no nkwa betimi anom etizo onya fufuo na anya ensuo kan wanom ensuo no nkwa because ntimi fa ensuo no nufuo no enti wacha se ensuo no yade bia ebe ya ni nya no shada anya di bebre na eba sa wodi koni padua no so emre aha enti wacha se no sei eboa pa enti no ema eho nya den ma wodi anya bibia no ensuo de ya ata no nsuo se de be ya ebeboa ni padua ne pa wakyerɛkyerɛ mu anuane ahodo se wudie obuo no ma wanyini nyina papa bi a meni no kumase papa yi wo ba wiwi asimu nam nyina na ne nase atatai wo sa no ho yade ya no wasa tie so enam wie wa we nam am wa ye kutukutu che kokokoko wo gye hwan wo nwuntem eti wa cheche mu nyina wa hanum nuane ahodo a wobetumi adie na ebeboa ama woni padua na timi enya ahoden na wagina brane na wache wate asefo asasi so kratafa to so aduonu miensa page 23 na mede ebetwa to ewo the mirror the bokrata animu na ne eye Dr. John Boachi ya na wasa atro eye nsem no bi ewo hanom a wo kire sem eni ye bi kwaso ye fe bi sexless marriage na che say awafo ti awari ase na wo mu nhia empemu wo mu nhia enna empemu enna na so munhia na ewo mpemu wo kire se ha adwen pa na eno no enyema bebre enenam so a edeba wo kire se sisi aso hye no anu aye din ankasa ntino me kope bibia ba bedi emma mema obia krakrakrakrakasa no ane sade achi obia tempenten kwakoba emma ni mema yinedi atrentwie saa obi ye adwuma mienu miensa sisi enya abrochire nkwa Ghana enyina untimi nya adwuma baako mienu krempo no enso anu ye na baako it was say sam ye mani nyina account ombe dwi wo mo hwa ne juntuni bi so na ebo no nyom wasini pastor ya no pa wo bedwi ne ho aburu ne ho a ade be sakura na won ka ate asefo ho bio enti no so wo mo be sori ya no pa ahomachi da suom ni ade be buru wo mo ho abedwi wo mo ano ade be sa no no yonkwa ye gove pacha te se kontomre de aka eja na afi ontimi nya no hwe enti no de be ya ne se oba so ni kunuma ya mabre na de fa chemi ade che da bia chena saa na afi aba ba na so na be so akosua mu a akosua de krache yesterday na mabre okwa adwuma amso mekwa adwuma na che se ne ye no akoye nsem bebre enti no wose ne ma we nyina aka ho a emma enam nhia no entimi enkoso a sisi ye no yade bi ekoso pa sa wa 40 a wa ase na wo mu enhia nnam wo se ebitimi koso a se nhwehwemu we no che se nhwehwemu kra kakra da di se wusha wo hema bu pa duosia 66% na eba ne se eye awarie mu no kwa de ye ntokwa ene ade a netimi ede basa wo se ntokwa ntawanta wa awarie mu afi no na eye wo hema abu pa duosia na ema no couples no awafo no wo mu enhia enemu a wo kire se ebi nso so eye yade obuo no ma na yade aboni ntino obuo a na yare me matibia hu bia bonse wo ba ne se de osi yare ni ntino wono kura percent ka be ma ne ni nhia na but be ma ne be ka se da bi ne yire no ho ye ne mobo na afi ontimi ni nhia nemu na be mema no so se bitimi sisent wa cheche mu nyina e wo hanom a so wokosa wo haw no a bigiri se wunya krata ne bi ekenkan a ubenya eho ensem nyina ne efutu odi amanyina e wo hanom the spectator do bokata no na me de ebe sorry so e wo kata no mu bosuo ni mu na ene page 7 na eye October bosumi ya unim se du ye bosumi October de oni pro me ya hu October kwa ka mu de meye ene panie bosumi bi nie ne pa wo mu dodo ne ma na se bebre kwa ya fasha hodo aye di na etisi eche se ba no kokram kwa to nufuo mu ma ne mema nyina ye yisi wo bodawura ne ade ya hu October ke be me brebe enti na ne October ya ye breast cancer awareness month ya ene wo baba kwa wo nu sei no breast cancer no so wenya bi ene watimi nyame adi ne ho afofie sisi hu na wa kama so kama eno nam so afa ato ne ho so wo bo hu dawura breast cancer advocate Mrs. Georgina Kuma Zaga enu otufa wacha se mani meme nyina fa wo mo ho enyimudu se ya na eni screening no hwehwemu no nufuo mu edoso mu adotiri aye ye mu ayare hu se kokram ni bi ntomu na aye free ya sabia dodo na ye nyumakuo dodo na ye ankrankra ankofo afa ato mo so mo ye etebasa wo se obi ade ne ho ehyemu na ehwehwemu kakra eni wode ho ensama ba beto na wo kire se wo bepie mu ma Ghana mu se ya yese afibia ema Nyasam kitu ma de nkwanu no wose ma yetimi diagnose wo mo ye hwehwemu ma ne bede edi se wanya kokram ayeto nufuo mu no wose ebro empemu nan ene echire ahansia ne aduonumu 4650 no wo kire se ene sa 4000 yi se afene be kwa na wie ye se na mu 2000 empemienu no o ma ye nyame dia just say hard papa na 4,000 pa 4,000 sis na mu 2,000 be wudie na just say yade no enye kra eku nipa nkasa na wohwe wiase nyina globally no and what say nipa be say 2.3 million eno ye ma eno omo so afibia no yetimi diagnose omo hu so manya kokra mi tonufu emu bia enu emu no 685,000 eno so etimi omo toa nananom nsiedo 2.3 million ema no emu 685,000 ena etimi edi womo ekọ nsiedo ni na ya re ho sempa busua enya asem ketwa wo hwe year report na wo mo de ho nsem aba wa hanom na behia pa se ma ne mema nyina be kwa kwhwehwe wo mu nufuo mu na wo mu atumi enya wo mu akwa hu san afiri sa wo ha we ho na kratafa to so miensa and I may say baby jine na do ma hene de wasajefo wo pusuru hu se de pusu nya ka dwedwe na ba bia tedi wasajefo wase ade ayuaje ma badu we di kai do ma hene ene ka se no wo kire se sa wono no na trankonya ho no mo no do ma traditional council wo na no ma trankonya do ma ensa aseso wo no mo no wo kire se wano no wakufia efi wakufia wabre no hu se wazise wanya no aduru ba bi ode fe be yi wotra se wahiri bia wo hye doma traditional council na se no se yehu se efi adokro wo mpatamu a wahu ansase a ehye wase ne hu se efi adokro mpatamu nyina ne ade a wase wo hene ne no be fa wo be juiska wase wo be juiska e basa na e beboa ama motimi atototo ne ma yenti no wodi fiti ase afiri ahemfo no so na wagye ahemfo ni sika papa eti eyefi ene gada da mense galanse ho ko ena nana ehwai katafe to so miensa onya kata ne bikinkan ehun semina e wo ha na asofo pani bi so na chese counseling director e wo Southern Ghana Union Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church Ansah afonos sofo penny ba ko pastor Nana Kofini Mako and one so di afutu kwa ma mema se eya mo mani so mo yire no mu na mo wo ma baso no mo ni mu enye yie emma omu adie na yeye eti wacha say eya mo yire no ma baso se de ya de na koswa no edi dwumaso edi aboa abusua no ni efie nyina no wo kire se se basa na bua ma asumdwe mapa ebe fie ankasa etunya kata ni bikinkan ya ehun nsem nyina ewo ha na me ankasa no saa asem ya asofo yi kan na me de me futu kakra ta to san se ehia pa se wo de bibia hya wo yire nsa ma ho ade ba kwa ya na ye hia pa na se wo de maye kwa na boye pusa na ya age yensem ene se wo beka se ye nim se bema ene ye fie ti na bema na ankasa fi ni pem wo si o me yire mede bibia shon sa de bibia ni basa ujai asudie mo ba no o dwedwedwedwedwe de ni wodi na aka ho eti aba ne sa no ama na adwuma eti kasa bebre ntokwa a hu hia ne sa ne manema bebre no o ntanya bi wo fi o dabi san say so wato ama no afa ya de abeye see ye ni se mema na ye efieti enso so no I know my right ni twintwan sembi ni ade etu de o ye bema me mahu bi me nim de me kapa me na gina bibi so na wo de atomo ayire se wo de bibia no aka abena ne anya ne dai wo de bibia so director so fu bi no ofe na ye director na director na ofe na ye ni ntida bia na so de da woman no so eti papa ni se hwe na wo papa no wanyini a so no na yire no kwa wo chen ne be 15 years na yire kwa babere wo poso chen papa no esa nsa wo ja bibia hye na yire ne nsa so pa adwuma ye na chese bibia hye na yire ne nsa te basa na wasuma jo na bibia na basa so de buo maw esa nsa bibia hye ne nsa enti no wa chen ne se wonye no na afei wontimi sa me boss so bo me kase metufu no wantie ni bibia enti sa de ne de ehia pa osofo na futu na wo de ema no ade ehia sese emema no se wo de opa yesa ayiwe ma ye be na watwumi no pe na hwe se emwa wawawie mu a oba no obasa no ama na adwuma no onu ankase wasusu je agu ni chemu kura ma ensem bia wo no betwe hu twan ne ade nyina na abɔ no so ne abɔ ne nanum kwa na katafe to so dumienu na boti falls eno ewo apuye mantam ye akwansra bia ba ko a wo mema gidi pa ne wo manfo ekɔ ho akwansra na kokɔhwe nsu a efiri mi pom na esania no wo kyerɛ sɛ sisi ya no boti falls no wan hwɛ ebedu mre bi no wo munya nipa kora Ghana fo kora nkokora school fo kora nkokora na ye nyankofo fira amahodo so so mba bebe wo kira say enye se bi anua wo ho no manfo bu manu ensuo na ri anase bibi etesa wo se akwanfo akwantantan so obekwa aba na ka ase anase wo kokwa na nkodu wo nkodu na wo ka be se de na ka akokoye den na ne mama bebusa se okoye den to kira say akwanfo akwantantan tina amesisi oboti force no manfo empese wo bekwa okra akwansega katafa no de na se spectator no katafa to so du num na medi etu apo na mede muboso ni na so aba awieye na katafa to so du num na finally PSC has won a artist of the year. Wenya artist of the year PSC Esther maami ya wode a gospel song ba ko senko kwaje a friend is saying artist of the year ya nkofo ehuru no gro no ho finally momyemmo yensem emma PSC Esther gospel artist wenya artist of the year Ghana Music Awards Europe intino momyempene ne nyasem keto akora intino finally wenya bi mu anamo kansem say na Black Sheriff adwuma waye na wo de waye mi ye ba kwi na waye mi ye na to the party say wenya award artist of the year. Every artist of the year be artist of the year. Nana intimidate every artist of the year be artist of the year. Whether Ghana's artist of the year or Europe artist of the year. Be artist of the year la. PSA yeah ma pia o why adie you na Ghana for yen many anye kra o mu wie na wa nya na ko but na obi deserve ba o hwe obi anso adwuma o ye and year under review no na Black Sheriff e won anim bebi no when the gospel artist dem huru ni sade no huru ni sade o ma anya de kra so onu nya gospel artist of the year na woman na o hwe Black Sheriff na adwuma o ye enye Ghana nko a international koya to me fa ba nyuma wo to no wedding ni party ase ba nyum ba nenyum no nso anyway say wedding koso anase bia event bi koso a me kwa fo kwa na ka me say wo sa be nso di fi akire ho ba anuanu mo tie horo kwa na ku no say de ya no odi fi akire ko na wo so place yesterday fi ko na no so wo all stars rendition na ke so feature pa na ke so anuanu mo tie baby am fi fa ne ne nana wo be yes enu bia no wanya na bia to say waye mi ye kwa voice bia nya o kan say anuanu mu ntie eni na anuanu mu ntie no tabusia ye de mu asi e wo kata ne mo boso na ma takes over edawase na na itebeshia wa ye na se ebeshia ho Accra 100.5 FM suni na MCNG abnanya ko abrono ma ase se abada sum Ghana for na wadi de obokrata ni mu empempempense mu ede abre enyina Citizen Show na shane so se na no pedemu e wotade 99.1 FM sunwane 88.1 FM na afensu no adehye 99.1 FM dagbon 102.5 FM so ye demu e wo honomo we say yi eye Saturday's edition of Citizen Show ya ye de esum Ghana for Happy birthday Shonko enko enfama Medem life enko ma Lorita nana hima inshira frimpong nana hima Lorita nana hima inshira frimpong asemu Lorita nana hima inshira frimpong member NDC Greater Accra Regional Communication Bureau, Deputy Communications Officer Tema West Constituency. Nana Hema happy birthday. Nana Hema ka se na mimre fie ene di fufuo ni aponche kran kwan. Ene enye fufudie affairs. Na ye kwa ye. Eti nana next week Saturday ma be di fufuo ni aponche kran no ati live soup no.
Yeah, the year so sort of black and white. On my equality, on my attitude, on some cry. On my time is you, on my so.
Afei abani ababe din komo asemba ko na ewo no mo MPP eti reconciliation betimi akoso wo MPP mu after 4th November wa mo presidential primaries no reconciliation ebetimi akoso ewo MPP alanchira matin de oyi ni ho afrim alanchira matin so ewo dom enra no obi ka say 2024 possibility say Ghana election ye be run off no high because of Alan say oko independent na NPP ni so na ka say we say NPP ni ne kan ye say Alan etimi enya vote 10% kra ye betimi akọ run off na MPP no so gina wa na no waka say reconciliation be ye din e dia ma MPP why na wo kofre no why na wo ko no akwa kofre no on say uye leader enema bebre na da woso na president na Akufo-Addo no enye Ghana nko na wase no wasanso asey MPP wasanso asey MPP NDC echo presidential primaries there be that mere nipa adwuma issues kwafo de or ebenya how enkwafo because ubeye we ntiase ubeye we ntiase but after NDC call presidential primaries before be kwakwa Dr. Kwabena for echo court injunction edit to election no so last minute and a withdraw from the contest last minute enema bebre osuo wa support John Dramani Mahama o declare the support e de ama John Mahama kuma wo ba election ekoso Dr. Kwabena for di mu akoti di mu ntintiman pa enema ekoso MPP affairs mu nyina no o wa kire ya wo boa ba so wo hwe NPP ene there be dem abeka say internal election baso ewo party mu a sa ne maniema we ye behunu bi but emburo so wa MPP emburo so na Akufo-Addo the leader of the party say no or your president and then the leader wadani leader of the party now we even say party na executives ni nyina no wa mo do ma hye ni botom national executives council of elders nyina wa mo se paper no handkerchief no en wo do ma hye ni botom because Uhuru Penny say wo MPP or dom penifo wom your council of elders and penifo wom ya ebubo dia hwe penifo no a omo national chairman no kra de em say just say president Akufo-Addo and say any JF kwendie why omo say zombies fo bi ena wo piepia wo matiko because anyama wo mo ye no as a national executive members another council of state members no it doesn't make sense entiasienim party akoyi presidential candidate will be lead party no 2024 general elections but she eniema ekoso eniema ACC eniema APP our party airtime areho former president Akufo 2007 eniema sisiye eniema bebre esisiye alantre matin tretin ye say na chidifo yes ono kwa there after say election nyina akogu ya ono ankasa ka say na Akufo-Addo nko na afeye intimidate ne supporters eno ka say party for nimpanifo anye ya obe resign but this time around the story no a different thing altogether and then na Akufo-Addo I say a political career munu everything around him are chaotic. Everything. I say be about elections, politics no. And you all die be that first. Utimi wimia buga bufa no so twifa no so intimidating no frustrating no can share bunanum tia abakwa na be body painting na ubenya where fanako.
and fan na Akufo-Addo ho because onu nipa wu amena disik nipa 8 emoja eguni na Akufo-Addo tiri so. It's about the politics around him a chaotic, a mess at time. Was send a party as I say Ghana. We don't send a party in Kuakra. And confia Ghana my but in the party were destroying no Ghana ne dear. Why you could go to Yamutu Abem. Medin komo no mebisa say NPP. Ukwe social media so the uncle can say by the end of November day now so no man we no man be wo ma day Courage McAfee Nunekpeku member NDC communication team and Ibrahim Adams Mumuni director of operations Adam GH and so adjourn me ene anopay Courage McAfee Nunekpeku Nunekpelu was say what's he said in Miss what's he said you know what's he said what travel for what training nune said penu Ibrahim Adams Mumuni director of operations Adam GH so I join you ne anopay ya bani ya baba bedi enkommo Ibrahim good morning.
Good morning yaba
Courage good morning.
Good morning madam.
You thank you. Me kwa yie. Yanya yie kakra. Lady ba kwa ye ne wa ha say o ye kantin ho. The husband February ba ye week pepepe. Wow. Young lady.
That's bad.
Oh, oba nya so wo yare no obesa ne ho ya de wa ba fie. Wa ba fie oba ya week. Week pepepe.
Yeah man, that's your 4 kafra
oba wukunu February chireba apenku papa bi na de asra na we de atoso apepe ne ma kakra fedi
edi
omu ofia ne ho mfa no kakra bi ase onso omu ba foforo ase obedu se bi a system no weather no system no ko private hospital omu du ha
what
yeah
wow
they ask for my somebody na usimpi so na mama minyaba yako
edin pa
se watna wo mu twen okunu na obedu a ja obenya
obedu ya
obesa anya akunya nde ene nya nkita hudi na yesi nwa family de yaman yako Adam GH ni nze executive ya yaman yako
erase
shedding yes ani
shedding emu ya pa ebe say 2 weeks to say BBC ABC no on say continue or down to our first steps no oba no woko am say exist if you exercise but say esa da bakra onya ba bi nso can you imagine da bakra onya ba bi nso na afida baya de esin eyare hosemti
culture ni enkoja okwan
na nka mukoja ye
se de ya dani bushafo
nya hwe yesi otwe ankwa nyumako ka duty ase aha nti ye wa ye tube boyensa woni adam ji tube boyensa ba to memo mabam na mami ni nkomo we enema bebre koso ewo MPP amanyokomu many senior political science lecturer Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Dr. Kwesi Amachi Buatin Yekuro Asante Asokore pe. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Na Imacha, what you say?
Radio Security Adom ho ye.
Nyame ase. Doc no pe de ye din komo afa eniama hoduo pia eyiniti ewo the new patriotic party emwenim say contest internal party elections biano e de ensema hoduo pinu na eba estatifri honorable Alan Kwadwo Chirematen was so resigning after woko as an independent candidate election 2024 wo hwe contest na empanimfo mienu ene ehwe di kan vice president Dr. Mamadou Bawumia and honorable Kennedy Akompeko e Japan o follow one campaign ahodo a wo mo eye eniema ACC ewo MPP mu anopenko ma me pese ni wo edie ni say after 4th November no reconciliation betimi ayejuma wo MPP
Damasina ucha atifo enukra ni say omoto abani wia MPP po omumpo o se omotimi igina brane omugina se nipaku iku baako ema na omotimi ehwe wo moni nti minti ase ni se samre no dua mpanifo no nyina betranse mpanifo no nyina no omo a ejina me ato abama wo mo no omo so ka ho se na wo mo pese ikuma no nto abama wo mo no mo ni iku nanim dia omo susu ya omo bia no uyi omo ankrankre interest omo wa omo nim se enam iku no mu ena saa interest no ebetimi aye adwuma eno tinu se tie bia no omo gina mu ekosi se omo beto abana wie dia enya dia obi abeti no ho reconciliation be adwuma competition no na aye hot competition no aye very very hot but bi bia ni ho abeto samri di se omo to abana wie a omo ntembe tete bi bia ni ho wi owura lanchamatin a wayi ni ho asi nchen a omo aka na omo da so gina mu no omo gina mu ase ni se ekoni hihye ya efa bato omo de tunu ho no omo pene so. In political science, the focus is on the rules of the game and then how are the actors involved in the competition, irrespective of the rules of the game. The moment obi be no ho to say Alan, no way you know what film no a complete breakaway. Near the no they are not atum chen. But one more kai there. They are all generally supposedly operating in the context of party no and share. At the end of the day, no, the interest of the party and so a one more also personal interest. Because their fortunes are so much attached to the party so that the Kwabena one himself was so much and one more to me at the they will reconcile.
Okay, party ni leadership. Yawo Council of Elders womu National Executive members womu empanimfo party ni wotire ya empanimfo deda no ya hwe ala na kwan of aso ani breakaway ebaye honorable candidate Japan e contest me say dey wo kan say emu aso eja etuato wojira simpie bia so awoka se de mudidi ala no momfa endimi wo hwe issues ala nkwadwe chemati ewezi ye ya etoto mu awoka se wa resign wo kose kontonkre sansem kro na be no bo kanadi Japan so ewezi a wo hwe eye ensam a issues a internally no empanimfo entimi address wo muntimi so ano sense dem ala na akọ kanadi Japan so kan ala na mudi adi ni mudi muntimi mfendimi.
No, say, as I'm to Allah, no, they are completely different. And three, Abana or Mokoto, no, the super delegates, no, Obi Dani, no, and I'm Alan Dean Kuku. Nemum eye, and I'm more be any pebi to a shas yada da. Me fat sasem no free, and rap or a foconum, ye were free, kunumono. In a way, no. Canada, Japan camp, I don't understand it and I don't agree with them. There's nothing like that taking place. About November 4th, no. Electoral Commission never so. And to be to me and Kase, Obeka rig elections, no, it will not happen that way. And the rules governing the elections, and they are Kase. Ken camp and say rules ni bi wo ho a omwani ni ho ana omomodi no omonka na mpanifo no hwe no om enyi fi ho ana say wo monsa kire mu but when me am first specific issue concerning the rules na ye dey go to abana ma now ka say generally say the DT Alan yemfa bi omunti fa bi ni wa I disagree with him because what happened to Alan is something completely different. The party was in a way prepared, oriented to support Dr. Bobie. And ABB at the establishment did. No man not takope. And that is normal in politics. Nobody did anything wrong against Kojo Alan Chematin. He got his politics wrong. Politics essentially are the exercise of influence. I'm quoting Robert Da, a notable person in political science. Politics essentially are the exercise of influence. And the influence, I'm a support to Dr. Baumiachi. You can't complain. Omonka se obi kotru abana ya mananto. Omonka se they stuff the ballot paper with this and that. Omonka sa minti asemba kupe cry fast mano. And it was not the electoral process and a year flawed. No. There was this aspect how our home. How I want to decentralize the whole issue. No, Alan did not raise a case on that. The 9 as competitors, no, sorry, was asked them no. But then, because it's a woman company for no cotton, say, no woman in our side, get to me, say, Francis, I know you're fair. A bed woman, you're trabano easily. Now, I call 13. You better cut it cost. Now, I'm going to you can't, after the exercise, raise a case and say, that was against me. No. You had the opportunity, you had the time to address that issue. You didn't do it. At the end of the exercise, you keep quiet and work with the outcome. My response, Eddie.
Okay, so say you have contest now. A penny for no, penny for me, a new LED. Vice President Dr. Mamadou Bawumia, Honorable Alan Kwadwo Martin. So we contest ni mu ye pa dia. Obani sam penifo we say emi ya wo mu lead Vice President Ghana fo enyina enim say he is the head of the economic management team. And now all head economic management team no, the Ghana edu no say economy no a collapse, a crash. I have intervention Kwabena and share that enyina baby BA. Vice President ya 2016 inflation 15% ya also be super incompetent. Your debt to GDP 120 billion and your debt to GDP 500 your debt Ghana your debt rather 570 billion debt to GDP and number say 80% one money ade and inflation baby and 43%. Any situation Ghana woman and the honorable can Japan. Yes, celebrate in some kind depart in penny for term the platform so said ye what ne the politics a year and then a party like MPP we have the men they were intellectuals and penny for when me win LED. What share said ya can see any call any that be an possibilities anya Dr. Bawumia e be ya ken no dia na oka dia fa ho.
In the first place, you know, that the premier in the league campaign, the Obia, my Canada that say a 1 horse race, Dr. Bawumia no Mukoto Abanamano. The GDs was so 60% plus. The GDs was said Dr. Bawumia 60% plus. To me, it's going to be a no show. Campaign no, and one more ama agitation sabam. Any probably make a commentary. Almost as a cafa or a lanchematin, so a grassroots person, in baby Omunya Ansah. Some way, if any be GD say, or can Japan be a grassroots person? I disagree. Any part else, sorry, I could do a BH or a bunting and say, or more I could in a chinning in our cry and people form the Tuaba. When I say, one more sorry, Koti can achieve on the rallies in Adino, only MPP for who has done that analysis. And I disagree, so can say Pammy Nuna, I said the front runners, only one front runner, Dr. Bawumia. Some team beyond the Hobium.
Dr. Bawumia, you are the Kayon.
Or the kind that no, Indian Shatia crowd, what the kind. Indian Shatia crowd, what the kind. Almost yes, in Shishano, Ama, a Kumano, I a position to support him. Dr. Bawumia on the credibilities, on the shortcoming. Of course, ne baggage from 2016 Ebano and Nadiwo MPP. And all it will be the general elections and Nadiwo MPP. In the MPP, there's no contest now. A one-horse race, Dr. Bawumia is going to win handsomely.
Dr. Kwasi Amache Boatini, a senior political science lecturer at KNUST, and you're not train and command. This guy, our Facebook, Gideon Okran. Gideon, my man can't someone try to say, Edumana Mayano. My appointment letter, and for free NDC party headquarters. And I was soon as one, my name is salary, our NDC party headquarters. The minister NDC party headquarters, you see, is Siwada Braka. And I'm not here said they be and me criticizing MPP any government. Bibi nye ewo NDC mua etina meteha me criticize it. Me nye adwuma ma NDC me na NDC payroll so. Ena nye NDC ne tuya meka. Ena me ko NDC pani bia office say o ma miska. Me nye bida. Enti say me yesho because me won say wa attack me. Ena NDC for na NDC for asem na meka. Ena NDC for asem na meka. Me nti asem me beka MPP for nko asem. A political talk show. All the political parties, MPP niwa, NDC neba. It is a because we NDC mua. I have every right. Some criticize it. Say o national chairman or general secretary or parliamentarians so be I have every right. It is a criticize or party na say o ntiasia ko baby I am criticize or party executives and or party leadership. Because men that NDC payroll so men NDC communicator mo communication bureau members no men ka hu bi me ye na meja akwa me adwuma craft ma boso so me gini pay wa ha me gini pay wa NDC pani bia table so abuso afo men be fie na afeni na me di nkomo carriage ne me paper no kra wo hefa with my babs a popular pan. Babs, oh, okay. Makwaba. Eti ya share ya starting free your friend say protest can say ya course so e Ghana has say and then after of no issues be braba BOG governor abe responded. Ya we yi no hwano. Ya share ni response. We shall leaders lead this protest. Any a dom ya womu tisi abonten ya di hu nkomo bia but ye di wie ene eti no de babs so say babs aha de na wo ka de afa ho se won sanu adwuma ma oman aboka won sanu adwuma amwa wo man de crisis de economy no ama economy asay then se ubenya nyansasem bi aka kire Ghana fo no omo a omu lead protest Ghana fo tisi abonten ya aka kire omo se omo ye hooligans
first and foremost, like I say, the insurance of Bema, my executive see the Adam G. So much me, and I'm me brapping yabu on those show pan and program on Fendi Agrona. Me have my courage and sending them in the share for the first time. I think it's a demonstration outcome was anchoring democracy advocacy movement Ghanaians. And TSU the Honda Cottage. To register our revolution and protest against the conduct of the Bank of Ghana governor, Addison.
Okay, now we're
there.
Okay.
Adam G. to represent life. But Okasa hooligans, no. Now, me person share where he comes from because the case will be a hooligan. Hooligan, 3 words near Kabul. 1, or a rioter, a cabinsem. Or South a bully. And a bunny Nyama say vandalism. Na come me might prove a hooligan. Na your course protest, make I say, is one of the most peaceful protester Mimini Yoku Eddie Wadum in the past few years. And so I was trying to find out what informed the resolve to describe or characterize the entire exercise, which is a constitutional mandate our Ghanaian Biasu under Article 21, Clause 1D. The right to protest is enshrined and it's so fundamental And that's why it's part of the entrenched clauses in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And meaning, say, Ono Addison, I catch the young from the members of parliament, civil society organizations, ordinary Ghanaians, I'm feeling say, your handling of Bank of Ghana is inimical to the development and progress of Yemai. Now, Omatie as a chromo consistent with the provisions of the 1992 Constitution. Now, city baby describe me say, "Oh, holy cancer." Then I think say, because in that case, you are a product of hooliganism, and I will explain. No appointing with my Bank of Ghana governor, and they pay kings and queens. Our demonstrations, more Ghana ha. Nana Aludanko for His Excellency. They will describe him as a king kong. Because we show the political history of Nanadua. He came to political limelight with series of demonstrations. In fact, if people want to describe the competency of Nanadua, it is demonstration they use. It is described as one of the most competent politicians in Ghana. A demonstration, and it was the presidency was born out of it. But we thought say no no or exercising the constitutional right into nobody thought it was wrong until Addison came and tell us the moment you embark on a peaceful protest to register your displeasure, your revulsion against Nyamabia, that's where we are right now. But you see, as a technocrat, Obama Ghanaians for perception, we say this particular leadership in Bank of Ghana, they are more political than being technocrats. And the commentary has given him away. Because I didn't see say, or technocrats. They should have come from, excuse my language, politicians. And I swear Kwalabi. And because let me degrade the effect of the demonstration by throwing this jab. But coming from somebody who is a technocrat, what will say, or politician or technocratic dress. And I wouldn't show that, and that even goes to justify why I think he has no business being offered. Look, in 2014, we're in this country when the same group of people today who are defending him from the MPP came and calling for the head of Dr. Wampa, who was the governor of Bank of Ghana in 2014. And why was his head being called? Because according to them, the city has depreciated against the main trading currencies by 27% in a space of 6 to 7 months. Led by key communicator Kokubaku. Go and check the history. What has changed? What are we talking about? We are talking about a government that before Onubebano, Onukashi say, over protecting public pay because on Tiasie say a whole Ghanaian friend after Abishumo Yumi. Yamani 52 million Ghana cedis Chanek and you know nobody make sure say Obaba is size Kanamai. SCC size Nyamahunu Ano. And today we are in a country where Ubenya Kunyano. The first thing you have to tell Ghanaians is that when we say most of the banks in Ghana are undercapitalized, have not met their threshold, and into what in your wisdom you better be able to save depositors' money is to collapse these banks, and you need and the amount of money among those banks are undercapitalized is 9 billion. So because of that you collapse them, and you went ahead to collapse them, and you collapse them with 22 billion. Are you a normal government? You sat in that Bank of Ghana, knowing two others who share a public financial management act now. It's clear. So ultimately, borrow government in excess of 5% over the previous revenue. Now what the Bank of Ghana printing in excess of 80 billion. You run back to tell me the Ghanaian mama will say, Sikana would print some money. When it started, we denied flatly said there hasn't been any printing of money. We denied flatly. And I remember it was Honorable Adongo who was the first person to blow whistle on this activity. Say, and on my alarm, say, by going ahead to print this money, we are going to have difficulty with our inflationary issues in this country. You came out with your communicators to run the demand down, say, on checking the fact, say, there's never been anything like it today. You've been exposed there. You printed those amount of money in this country. And I asked myself, so you could print 80 billion, and then you couldn't print 9 billion to hold the banks. to be in operation. You see how wicked the government are. And in essence of what Babeka say, between the period now, what the report by no, what boka 60 billion. Unprecedented in the history of this country. What boka dia? A kuwa boka dia. And we'll see who say a kada ho. And we'll see how we can work hard to recover our losses. And you are telling me that what you plan to build a new Bank of Ghana, we started at $81 million and has now ballooned to $250 million. Come and explain to us, Ghanaians, how you got from 81 to 50 million. You are now telling us that the current Bank of Ghana now earthquake zone. So that is your justification for. I mean, can you imagine this? And you hire crowd women can say, so we shall report the content of the report now, item by item. They will think that look, these people are taking Ghana for granted. But you see, coming from the background I come from, where we anchor proper democratic principles, the social contract government has with the phone, it covers every sphere of our lives. When we say in 2019, a report came out, said Ghana has 5,400 schools and the trees. And the government came out in 2019-2020 declare policy say between 2020 and 2025 make sure say eliminating all those schools and the trees by making sure that every year they might 1,000 of these schools. Now can you imagine say police about this policy abetujwa within that space any mobile contract you can't just say cathedral. Do you know, as I speak to you, yes, people say that it's the most expensive hole in the whole world. $400 million has been sunk in that hole, and we don't know where we are. What could you $43 million? So we be clear Odo River. I passed through Odo River right now. They say they were the most attractive tourist site in the world. Go and see the Odo River is somewhere, and there's already two internet so and then when you come back to tell me, say this $403 million not accounted for. You had a gag to give $2 million just for feasibility study to have a sky train in this country. When you waste your can say calculations. That fund in excess of 1 million Ghana cedi for 6 unique classroom block in this country. Is it in 8,400 schools under this wastage? This is where our anger is coming from. That if indeed we have Ghanaians almost equal right to access to education under the constitution, now we have 5,400 schools to be built for them to get themselves out of dilapidated structures and our trees. And we need 5,400, and you can waste 400 million in a hole. You can waste 43,000 in an outdoor which has not been cleaned. You can use $2 million to give someone for free for a facility that cannot be any project that you need an embassy. And that money, when you quantify, you can give in excess of 8,000 of such schools. Are you a thinking government? Do you expect me sitting here who have gone through all the villages in this country, how children are there, to sit, be quiet, to take what you are telling me? That in excess of $134 million in Kwasi with their car maintenance, and you want me to believe that? So I am surprised. Say we are going to that level where, in exercise of our constitutional rights, people still sit back and want to ridicule it. But look, I want to assure others in the cohorts, because about us only deputies, none of them will resign. But I can assure him that whoever was part of this protest believes say the class incompetence cannot get us out of the woods. That's why we hit the streets. 17th of this month, of course, there's going to be another one. That one is also 17th of this month. There's going to be another one. We had a meeting yesterday with the regional police command, and we are finalizing the meeting on Monday. Powered by Adam GH and 20 civil society organizations. We are occupying the headquarters of the Ghana Police Service. That is the heading of the demonstration, because we feel say it's about time the police realize their responsibilities in the constitution. When the Ghanaians declare their constitutional right to demonstrate, theirs is to give them protection. the molestation and the brutalization should end.
No, so more ye protest
exactly
against
the Ghana police service itself, against their conduct when there was this occupy the Julobi house. The way Ghanaians were handled, were mishandled, were brutalized. We feel it must end. It must be out of our political discourse. Their job is to give protection to protesters who are embarking on their constitutional right to demonstrate and express their anger and revulsion. And look, the architects of the 1990 constitution are making provision for people to hit the streets to vent their anger. They are not fools. They know. So if we want to protect our democratic dispensation here, the right to allow people to air their views is a significant part of building a democratic process. And if you look at all the advanced democracies, before you go to where it is now, public protest has been an intrinsic part of that process. What about keeping people in the room when indeed now all of a sudden what was the only predictable outcome will be an explosion? And that is why the constitution makes provision there to the extent say to vote people into office to come and hit the social contract you have with them. When they detract, we equally give you the opportunity, even before voting, hit the streets and wake them from their sleep. That this is not the promise you have with us. So wake up. We're in this country where we have Occupy Ghana. People were asking Ghana to allow them to occupy the Flagstaff House. You remember all those? Most of them today are in government, and I'm surprised. People told us that they were waiting like bulls 24 hours today. They are quiet because they have been given appointments. That's my heart. That's my worry. And I expect that at this level where obviously yapping as a country, moral society, people should come on. People should be here speaking. The voices against dissent should not be only against a particular party and the government. No, they might be called consistency. Last time I checked, one of the prominent speakers against the past government, or see this time he voices his voicing through text messages. So when you do this, and people on the fence begin to see the position has changed. You had a voice speaking, now you communicate to government, you communicate against government through text message. It's an insult to Ghanaians. And we are about to wrap it up. I think the demonstration now is clearly within our constitutional right. And as a person who was part of it, I never saw any activity be a befitting the description now. What Addison said to the demonstration was not only insulting, but it's the height of disrespect. And for me, at the level, it was so more as a technical, even though he was appointed by a politician, and get himself out of the political cloud and begin to see reason of issues that are raising. Now they go back to the drawing board and better their workings to have positive impact their lives. No answer. But the time is not that we're calling for a different relationship between you and the House of Legislature. And like they said, where they are, you will need them. They will call you. And when you get there, if you don't get their cooperation, there are several ways they can get you out of that office. And he knows. So I'm surprised that he's thought that because he has a power.
Several ways, babe.
Look, today, if the members of parliament would want to have a system where they want to get the Bank of Ghana out, they know what to do. What they did was just to let him know that they are not happy with the way a man are running. Look, a petition, it can start with a petition. This time out, through parliament, he will be called to come and answer questions. And based on the responses of the man, if he was instruction.
And yeah, parliament, yeah, minority force or my friend 14 times. Out of that 14, two pet and a crown waba, two nuku the akan deputies up and up.
The thing is that if parliament wants to haul you to the house, they know what to do. If one respond, I'm happy you said the deputies came. But if the very question before the finance minister, look, you remember when they wanted finance minister to come? Now there was this I say you ask for finance minister, you can't hold him. We didn't he come, even though Obey said order, but he was there. They put questions to him, he answered the questions and all that. And I'm saying that if parliament want to hold anything to parliament, they can do it, they know what to do. And after listening to at that moment, the questions they were asking, answers from the man and the parliament on what to do, as in what action to be taken. And if the majority wants to be on the side, it will go to the vote. So And the moment they take you through that process, you know what it means. What doesn't happen. It can say, get off your political horse and wear your technocratic way and say, and be your technocratic way. Then listen to wisdom. The Ghanaians poured out on the streets last week and make sure so by your
courage. Oko protest maybe.
Yeah, I was even part of the people who organized the. I was part of a section of the organization.
Oh, okay.
That morning, I was me baha.
Okay. It's community engagement in now can be. And you will cast our hooligans no.
Yeah, babo. Mami chat you for. Let me chia obia titro your papa John Mahama. Ghana for o ma fi no papa. Enura mi tie o. Mi di wo ya kakra. Nema bi koso e wa ha mi di wo ya papa. Me the statia me fa free baby a me brother di esi ye no
udi mi ho ya no ka no
e me ka no
de bi un ka le sa na un start for de ma udi mi ho ya no ka because we should tie mi ti udi mi
me brother ba ko bi o ha your friend I think divine divine kasa ye fine and all pacho so you're very sorry about John Mahama ni nyama ano maye we enye de ma ekoso John Mahama ni time ana nyama ekoso ene a anka wo se ye twa obiti na sem na oka ye ni o nyama ekoso John Mahama time ana de ekoso ene na se ye di compare anka wo se ye twa obiti nti na ma dwemu se anka no pa wo ye ba ye no na wa twa ni tie siga ni abe hu
tina di mi ho ya chinu nya nti ase
so na wo try me
chinu na si ye nti na aka ubu ni kworo
so na wo try me
so no omo ye adwuma say ayi PPP for 2016 so omo si change omo nyina na ka ho bi e na change ya hwe na e baaye e na wo ka na sem say eniama na ACC and former president John Mahama na omu PPP force do ho Jim say Ghana here sa insista change no sa niyama no na yenketenkete ba enedi akese nti sa ankrofo no a wo mu lead enani ma ACC na wosan kiye twa wo biti
very good twa ni de
enti entwa hwan de
odada Ghana fo mu to abatia John Mahama na wo twa ni de tiwa
no odada Ghana ono ayepa ono so ye ne political party ono ne political party no onye campaign ma NDC
nti why ti no ka ho pese ye nkotwa
oye campaign e dia ma ono ne party PPP Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndu NPP for nso ejina omu de ba won say tembia no say edu that season na akwaya say government in power no wo agenda nko na opposition parties no so agenda nko say wan hwe here as opposition parties ni nyina agenda no ebe kwatia you party in power
then research no ye
sana ebe kwa ye
enu a okasa no okasa ti say obi a or your research or information and away PPP ye way nti na make say o see the AC and no cause ye twobiti nti why nti na ye nkotwa bisa no o kan crofo so mo twobiti no o kan obi
are the PPP ba power nti are nti no ni nkotwa
da Ghana for my mutu aba boni ehun na eti no
Ghana for mo PPP for mo to aba
me bra kasa no say obi say I work like a bull and I expect the government to work like a bull. Me working like a bull and pay my taxes. Aye is lawyer Esankuma ne kan ye. Owo here ne. Omo doso, anya Esankuma ko. Omo doso. And na omo di omo shed that accurate some facade in the system. And omo di dada vulnerable Ghanaians. Bako ye pa mami no wakotu baby a efe no agolo. Omo ene agolo wa ifa omo tumi the topic ba
we are glow for Jesus
there be topic no prayer topic no baku piti say Ghana wo no ma quotations no mama na ade na
courage sometimes no here sometimes no seriously NDC communicators say mo raise issues be say be a glow for way and prophet professor Manamate, way, and now sometimes and I don't get it. Some crofo way MPP fua, ye Jumama MPP. That woman or the one why after you dad see. Ye MPP ni be a grow for Jesus that leaders no. Ye MPP for ya ye Jumama political party ama MPP about power.
Thank you.
It's your name enjoy their beneficiaries of Sika Bank of Ghana. They are benefiting from loans can ofuriata ate. So you don't ask way.
Very good. And one and pesa okay. Matthias here.
Yes, into be say you na ye day. The party about power go enjoy it onona na ye day.
So Ghana for omuntias here. So we no mu saba no mu kasa no mu chro letter. Papa bi or the Bank of Ghana crank or bank. No your Bank of Ghana board member. Your friend no lawyer Sam Okujuto or your Miami uncle. Okay. Or the Bank of Ghana call bank. So Argentina yes sir no ye yin free board no so.
Call court.
Or call court. Bank of Ghana call court. And no muku twiya no mubutia Bank of Ghana say you can't do that. And then or for 2016, 2015 or draw letter be brave every time no draw letter. In Crawford muma yen show munsu. A bit more system no more. They behave like statesmen. They behave like people they care for this country. But they don't care for the country. Almost secret agenda. Ebini a gifty afenye dazi of a glow or system manako guho no mo bompire no mo yeniamati say they are praying for the nation, they are caring for the nation. They have their own secret agenda. No mudi yo muniama. Okay, I am happy. Semi brother Naka said demonstration no omusu oma plan another one na basu me ball ma basu omunyen omukika mu hu na embrantem yengina ye de hu bewrem bi e ka me nko anka se see bebre so ya du no every week bia I was say ye gina aban we so enye sa ometon country no nyama be say apro cross and ya be take over. Nothing is moving now, so I am so glad munkika mu hu 10 na munye mu freya ye beba ye de hu be shim ama demonstration no akoyie pa. Now you know nanama wonim ye demonstration na ye kan ye koye no was one of the most peaceful demonstration in our country we mu. Very peaceful, very coordinated, well organized, okay, well managed. Bibia koyie, but ye wie no na ye expect say ye koko present petition no ama governor no obepie na wabeji. But of course wamba and osuma ni the head of security baji oba yes fama no, because it is the governor nanka secretary ni pese ombeji na any ni two deputies no. The petition is about the governor and Addison must resign. Any yeka any two deputies no omo resigning. That is what we are demanding for. Anyamba susa yenkwatia no wakotro say there are other ways to address what is happening currently in the country or what is happening currently at the Bank of Ghana. Na enyese dia ye in the form of hooliganism and now hooligans ye cross streets to ekoye dia no. My brother wa church to the hooligans no mu say obi omo ye to trofo omo say nyama and omo ye gang omo tisikroma omo say bibia. That is certainly not what we went out there to do as demonstrators. We are very responsible citizens. Members of parliament are responsible citizens. Citizens that went there. A lot of the CS omunina are very responsible. Ye koye demonstrated as per the constitution allow us to do. Demonstration is one of the avenues to ventilate your grievance. All over the world, people use it. And ye peacefully. Then the man comes out to describe us as hooligans. You know, I am not surprised because the likes of Ernest Addison, they are all over state agencies. Be brave, very arrogant, very disrespectful. They are all over state agencies. Who call police servicer? Who call electoral commissioner? Bobie, Supreme Court crample the likes of Ernest Addison because Nana Addo appointed all these very arrogant party people in this sensitive, critical, important agencies. I almost say those agencies no. So I am not surprised that Addison is speaking the way he's speaking. Now, let's look at something. Who are the board members of Bank of Ghana? Do you know that Phyllis Addison or accountable to the directly to
Ernest Addison.
Well, you're accountable to the board. So the board no tenase no akasase ne or the board ni ni etwitwe form or the bank ni ni etwitwe form. Who are the board members? Then you see the kind of people there, and they are watching this man misbehave the way he's misbehaving. The first one, and the deputy mienunu baku ye Dr. Maxwell Opoku Afare. Onu ne the first deputy of the governor. Second one ye LC Ado Awuji, and ye the second one. The third one ye Dr. Samuel Ninoy Ashon. Mr. Joseph Ahassan, onusu a board member. Dr. Kwame Owusu Nyantechi, onusu ye board member. Onu kwandia member na asem no so. Bebia ade o ye o hono member na so. The next one we Andrew Adote Boy Do. Another one is Comfort F. Okran. Comfort Okran. That is the wife of Reverend Okran of ICGC. Then you were Jude Kofi Bakno. Then you were Angela Chremanten Juno. Then you were Dr. Regina Ohini Daku Odunchum. Then you were Professor Eric Oduchum. You were Professor Eric Osei Asibe and Sandra Thompson as the secretary. They are the board members or external directors of Bank of Ghana. I was say, Omo trip papa we etenase. No more catch reno, nyansasembi chreno. Say, look, the Bank of Ghana is not your personal business. And yet you sole company I will run business I will run I will be to me the OPBR. You have to work according to the rules and regulations of the Bank of Ghana. And so Oma Tenasi and Anyama we ekosu. So you know anchor demonstration where kosu I was expecting say the board will sit down with him. No omuni naka. Oh this is what they are saying. They say let be no metro to allay the fears of the Ghanaians or the demonstrators now. Now go ahead. But then you share or see your hooligans. I no Miko cow baby said we penny ne u kasa ana ne sebi wabo wanu sabu kakra ne yedi mic ebetu enima. Don't talk. Just tell them, oh, next time ana ne dia minima sembiaka. But na se wonu sabu na se wo kasa sa na obekasa ena akosi. Who is a hooligan more than somebody who spent 97 million cedis on travels alone? Who is a hooligan more than this person? 97 million for travels alone. Who is a hooligan? Somebody who spent 64 million on repairs of computers. Computer now says no omo repair keke. Was say 64 million on omo repair computers. And then cut off for go and buy brand new. Okay. Who is a hooligan than Obia was spending 32 million on communication. Communication, or see only media for communication, lectures and whatever, was spending 32 million. And that person is referring to people who went on peaceful demonstration as hooligans. Who is a hooligan? Than somebody who said, me expenditure in the whole year, no, 287 million. I cannot disclose how I spend it. These figures are coming from the Auditor General's report. Auditor General report, 287 million. We see, me name how I spend that money and disclose expenditure. And this man has the guts, the infantry to call somebody a hooligan. It shows clearly that Papano, he's arrogant. On for Bia, a booma Bia, And it's obvious that office of the Bank of Ghana is being managed, macro-managed by somebody else. And I am expecting Parliament to escalate this issue more than what they are doing currently. Almost your mind inviting about 40 times or so, and not 10 times or so, one to me and back. I want them to continue to invite him, and if there are any steps they can take per Parliament, orders, they should take it immediately. They should take it immediately. They should escalate the issue to remove this man from office. Because the Ekosono, it's obvious. Waboni tipo said Yamiano and one me foul bia some yahe. He's so determined Matisa Yakani 1 year be ne or babe court pension. So let's also make sure that all court pension good Bank of Ghana and court pension. Oh, Bank of Ghana, you are the regulator of all the banks in this country. When you buy it, when you came, you assume office, you said things were not going well. Which between banks, best 8 to 9 banks, including GN Bank, UT Bank, Unibank, and I'll say, you are the regulator. They are not following due process. They are not going to proper bookkeepings. So you are applying the rules of Bank of Ghana. And the rule says that when you are not doing that, you revoke their license. And I will cause you a revoke your license. Jobs were lost when you could have used just 9 billion cedis to inject some capital into the system and then bring the banks back to track to work. Then you save jobs and save this work and these banks. But why when you now 25 billion said would the collapsing banks we know and would the collapsing all these financial institutions. Today, most people have lost their jobs. The banks have collapsed and they are all at home. You, the same person who use your bank regulations, your bank's rules, okay? Would they call collapsing banks? You, the same man, you are flattening your own rules. You are flattening the own regulations. Now, who follow? You flattened all of them, including.
Sometimes, a young who is a parliament and so Ghana because. Wo cheska one starting just a day or starting free baby parliament and so one more winning say emra wo hono me was a guide him and regulating a juma ya wo violate emra no I didn't know no say be raising issues you better tell more parliament ni e jane sa ni e ka che ni say ya semo no wa pay before parliament wa ma ni e jane sa ni ya tietem ni ya ka ya semo no wa pay before parliament wa ma ni e jane sa not once not twice not thrice na e koso na kwa akodu baby ti say wetimi atwa sika close to 80 billion
77
billion now afre de be say yenya say yewi ye parliament na omo da mara na no mhye mara no enti omo adwuma ne say be ka say ye invite no wa ma ne ya tietem wo tweska ne ja ne sa e wo bra omo ankasa nim ensunsanso a papa ade na papa ne ensunsanso ade bebre
nana waka matiwase I totally agree with you.
This one is enkontia minority nkwa the whole parliament house no because almost I will to me
say me cry at the point that me can say the approval of Kenoforiacha was a bit problematic and can almost no nice at that time and almost reject Kenoforiacha and Kenye and by now and can ye film but I don't know what happened. The everyone say ya passing and all in them. So I think Parliament would need civic responsibility also almost for feeling or Parliament hall. And na ye ni namu yes you are inviting no and one ba yes you are inviting no on ba. So that is if we compel them to organize this demonstration to call for his head. So on resigning so that things can prevail well.
Time I call on him to resign and he must say we. But or starting me sometimes no can say na wo can cry na won so cry do baby because or start and I make us say or start courage or start free baby enti ye friend 1 2 3 4 5 na wa mana parliament ewo document ya echese ade papa no eye no obum na so wo odi o man na bro no e wo se ye tena se ma ade ni sewie ansa na ya kase ya sorry one day say on resign.
I think the
ade na say ye wie ade no asay ewie because just a year sika waboka over 60 billion
60.58 billion
within the same year no osi office building complex yes and pass it through parliament. It was a tenancy de biane tenancy is it for political gains say okay adiani say we are enu mu ye betimi anya bibi de film ti yenhwe wo de yeso wamra wa ma ye beja no enti adiani say we are esase ye pe bibi afri ade na ase ni mu ti no afri ne ye be kama Ghana fo nyina hunu say afri ye frɛ no wa ma ya ka wanti enti ade na say ye we
nana is part is it tells you the rot in the system all over. Papa no asa wo tumi bi ode ye niama. Look, Mika Dr. Nyantechi Owusu, one of the board members of Bank of Ghana. Onim say only hotel no osinu. Yamanu tax waiver of almost 23 million dollars. Onim say 23 million dollars tax waiver. Bank of Gold
Obi hotel was
OC private hostel private hotel was you was a board member of Bank of Ghana. Obi also holding the governor accountable. We president a troll letter say your man waiver nipa wesusu no any president they are married from the same family. President Obama wari ahono nsuko wari ni sister. So wait, Koswa, how can you hold the Bank of Ghana governor no accountable? So you cannot hold him accountable. The system no is there's so much rot in the system that these people we have to reject them. Come 7 January. We would hold the system. We would do our best to make sure things are done well. But let's go out. Let's continue to go out. I am very happy, Adams, let's continue to demonstrate and demonstrate. If there will be a change, fine. If they say they will not change, we will change them come 7 December.
That's it. Tell na young topic for Froso.
I'm say, me and I can say brave, but you see, point and now we raise it. Parliament wejuma we say parliament as an institution and the world dumkumafo also who they aligned to a political party. Now when they feel say maybe a koso or akache betu ekutiana, they can come out of parliament and express what you are seeing here. Now as a body that's why they say now they are going to invite him over to then they will deal with the issue still of person. And that's why I say when we get to that point now can at that moment you are now going to face the system, and from then if there's any indictable way then the court can also take it up from there. So because the activities of BOT is governed by laws, and once there's a clear indication say there will be a violation of management there, I think the laws will take its course.
Okay, yeah, sure, honorable candidate Japan. NPP ahead of one more presidential primaries issues bebree aberina na mene amache boatin eye hu interview na utie amache boatin ne nsam kan na utimi hu se uru baby a ogira straight forward just no curve no just bibia ni uru amache boatin say is for Baumia.
He's part of the established system.
Is for Baumia.
The system now my establishing to make sure that then there one person will emerge as the winner, which is Dr.
Baumia. Oh, but me no, I didn't start saying Alan issues ni buy and I'm cast a contest be any baby. Because key contest no, I didn't start initially no, it was between Alan and Dr. Baumia. And omo mafia Alana so yin hu afimu. Enti the Kennedy shoulder contest be any baby.
Well
contest be any baby.
I said you started omo ba bemu 2017 there was this document about Japadie that document you can what some will be said Debbie they can't even Obi cry catch them say there are some grammatic errors in that document, so it cannot be coming from these people. Is there anything in that document to move for failure? From the banking sector to insurance to the media, everything in that document has been fulfilled. Even how they want to make sure they silence the Ashantis, they are all in that document. How they intend to bring somebody as their pet, which is Dr. Bawumia, and project him and put him there and control him. That document is being executed gradually. So, look, anybody who won't kind that document, go and get that document and read. It's a serious document. It's a document that when the civil war back this country. The party is a cause for concern for everybody. It's a national security threat to all of us. Look, a whole board chairman managing one of our sensitive company in this country, which is the Ghana Gas, say the NPP is looting Ghana as if there's no tomorrow. Somebody who have been a cabinet minister, somebody who have been a member of the economic management team, a pillar for that matter, a founding member of the New Patriotic Party, Alan Chemante, or resigning from party, the violent, the system that has put in place to do everything to put one particular person as.
Me sure they give such that man a class FM show. Every Saturday, I'm a class FM show. How should you cry FM show? I say, who can be a because one party you are the Papa now friend, doctor, no, KUS, only I saw it's obvious of a KB man about me. That son of you, about me on that. On that. Adichia. Unim joye min ka cho ene wo de adebia me bahana mi kasema wo de mi tie oni ba mi aneda oni letifi ahaya na me ka kire wo say omomo delegates each delegate age to 20,000 we see that be we see 200,000 not 20,000 me ka 20,000 comfortable no 20,000 mom e ba ye no omo chiche $5,000 and $100,000 ahaya na me ka ya mitina akonya we na mi ka kire say look wait I am resigning from MPP we see oh to me baso da and do 1 week and Alan resign here. Me catch up, but me on that. At this I won't enjoy it. Or call penny for fee. Or bet take it you no call fee. Who he found now vrongo or call fee or costs work it Ghana must go. Nanama, me na me catch up. Would you train in a few weeks to come? Ghana must go near my new force. Shoes the room. Force. Nyama koso. Force near no chiche. Nyama look, and then me can be a Joy FM. Uli Cecilia Dapa ni ministry no omu di obabia beto. Obada omu di abeto sesiano. World Bank asa approving $125 million amano for capacity building. $125 million for capacity building for sanitation, whatever, and for they say capacity of its environmental officers. $125 million. Or required then. Ye manu 43 million. Ye komu bebre ko kan fie. And then Mamina about taking over. Only Zoom lie on a chair. Me sure say Mamino was smiling because $125 million. So I say Zoom lie on or my said Dread Masters is it? What do we say? But we say Zoom lie issues. And then Zoom lie. Can was but I be trim. There was a analyzing it. Come me. I used to be an assembly member before. Okay. Now, Oshe Sikapudu are chat from the assemblies to Zumblana as a template. Okay. And it doesn't matter, say, activities there, a constitute African, you, it must go. Okay. And that's where we have to look at it. There was a time I stood up and asked, more itemizing more activities that may share one by one to justify how much this assembly is sending to you through the RCC.
when they mention about 100%, I only go 10%. And I challenge my colleague assembly members to tell me, say, have you gone, has your community gone through all that? I said, never. But we were going to allow for a transfer of funds for activity that has not been done. So it's a template. And it's something we must speak up to as Ghanaians when it comes to our relationship with the Zoom. And I think that there's a certain middleman somewhere out there of benefiting from this relationship. And instead I want to speak to it and see to it, they say, we are paying value for money, no? And people come to benefit from it. Remember, Kennedy. Look, from day one, Adam GH have been very consistent on our research that Abaumia has already been set up as an establishment candidate, and it was an agenda that they set from 2017 when they came to power, that he must be the rep of the Achin cabal within the party. And let's just be very frank about this matter. And I was surprised, say, my good father Alan couldn't see it from afar, say, just when a share 2017 as 2018, economy started sliding 2021, 2019, and or yet bold in politics. I can say, I cannot be part of this whole project. That was what I expected to see. Now, only time for only presidential project. But you see, you've been quite being part of this process, and this process almost killed in such a way. Say, appointment done by Bianu, but appointment that will have an allegiance to Bamia. And even before you get an appointment, if potentially you will say, you will be inimical to the agenda no mass set for the system no and now build it up from 2017 ABC, especially with 2021 into appointment the that one was when they are ending the 8-year regime and thinking of handing over to a personality that can continue on the transition of the Achin cabal within the MPP. So it's not surprising that today the government of the day coming from the Atim extraction are finding Bawumia as a very comfortable personality who in every situation say a basa in the most likely event to lose power crana, they must have a stranglehold on the MPP party and call the shot at who becomes what in MPP. That is the agenda. So the agenda is that somebody must come and be part and lead this party, and hopefully in their wildest dream, hopefully win the 2024 election in furtherance of their so-called breaking the 8 agenda. But if it doesn't happen, at least the party they will still hold place a stranglehold, so that if you want to become whoever in the party, if we don't call the show, you don't become. That is what is happening. But you see, what they are failing to realize is that while this whole system is being established, there are other members of the party who feel that no, this is not how the tradition was cast from the beginning. The tradition was founded on the grounds of openness, transparency, and true democracy. Say at any point, be our person, be our party, you have the right to join the party and grow within the party of progress. So say, if you want to really grow in the party, apart from being an MPP, you must also have an affinity to a certain cabal. And so almost the minority within the MPP are almost fight to make sure that will not happen. Because the moment they allow the establishment to gain foothold, their political career and that of their generation is gone. And to what is going to happen is that I will not sit here and say Ken will make strides, because of course he relates well with the the grassroots. But I can tell you, it's a good conclusion for Bawumia. But when that happens too, it will be difficult when it comes to all kinds of, and they will come. The unity is not going to be possible. Alan exit from the party alone, Crampo has taken some percentage of party members from the MPP, because there are some members of the MPP at the grassroots who also associate with the decision of what Alan think is that he has not been fairly treated. That's their mindset. Whether you can look at it from the books or not, that's your mind. But then for the grassroots, the say this man has not been fairly treated, and the grounds of the man for exit and to form that movement through, they also associate themselves with that call of that man, and they are coming from the MPP. So I was not surprised when I saw this research in Tanga info analytics everybody say or commanding say 11% or so. That percentage that almost attribute to Alan, it's not coming from anywhere. It's coming from the MPP. And so for anybody to think say the exit of a friend, say Alan will have no negative impact on the fortunes of the MPP. The person is a daydreamer. It will happen. Don't forget that the moment Bamia also wins, Ken and the faceless, disgruntled other members, almost more part, but almost shown God, Bakwe Jacob troop in Saint Bibia, we have Bajim Bar, what Sienia Baku Kaina, or see, Alan now, what made the before now out, why they will move. He is referring to the fact say you are also almost salad. So to me should be careful the way he addresses this issue, and I think that statement is so instructive.
Statement then.
Now, Baku response to me say. Instead of them to call for cool heads, no. Amana will say, Alan, maybe what takes some say, but Mama will say, what Allah has done, there are more Alans, some more, maybe they haven't taken the steps of Alan by coming out to say, Roman show me, almost made dangerous. And to with the first position of MPP right now, no. Alan is free, no. Can Susan didn't say, no, he will not go to any compromising overshares towards him. He will go to the full wire. Where, depending on how the election will be conducted, and also will say whether he will give his support to the party. I'm saying that the cards already are there. Allah has already taken his pound of flesh, is gone, and there are other founding members who are also not happy with a sudden turn of events in the MPP where clearly it has been made like an establishment. You must either belong to it or you should be out of it, and when you are out of it, you are in the party, but you are not going to benefit from the party. And these silent minorities, are also going to fight their way to make sure say they sanitize the MPP system, and in the process, the MPs and to me, I can tell you, say Bamia is winning, but clearly the MPP will not be the same after the November 4.
Okay, courage for one cinema one.
Diomu yengina Alano Kenofori Ken Japono Bakuno plantain Dr. Friyakuto Bia yenim se no se Ghana atiti apansan Ghana bibia enkoyie ye kwan omubaya no omo declare year of road chapter 1 year of road chapter 2 and so the sell in them chroma potholes manholes kese traffic na ayedin not because cars are bed dorsal but because you have to slow down potholes na wo ho no ukofa bi mu a obese wo car o ma say bibia nti afọ Dr. Baumia de me nim ade a wogina so a osa epre ne ho se odiba ebeye flag bearer abeye campaign I meet na se na madwen ho se depend potui na bapa we de beye campaign this time around wasema obeka nyina wanfa bako krampo anya adwuma 1D1F eweye wan emphasis ya wosi obesi airport ama Cape Coast for assassin krampo mu ni bi would be see a potamomo. One constituency, 1 million, one village, 1 dam, a lot of things. Baomiana Kasa, I don't know a dear obedience what their campaign. Into your moya den, one coin phone, omuya den, yet Ghana for in Nab and say, omuya mistake a Siepa 2016. And as I say, yet who anka. Nyame ya boye na 2020 ni asesem na Musa baye former enu na yeti hu yi John Mahama na obia nim se nyame ya dom 2024 7 December na se oba betena akonya we so a wodwuma ye nyama o masei no John wodwuma ye papa dwuma kese da nanim ewo economy no ewo agric sector ewo education sector ewo health sector ye wodwuma kese ba be ye but ye catch the Ghana for say mamu entie omu dada na omu sadiba omu stati munti omu ye omu primaries kitwa omu ye kra munti omu we presidential primaries na omu ye wia ye ba be ko parliamentary one parliamentary one no niama be pie mo be tie bebre na mo say bebia krofoi abro mo di ekrowi niama o ma ye ekrowi mu no Joma mana ne betumi abeji ekrowe esi ho amaye.
Abusuabe timi afre mi 0302208090. Adam GH also eti ho. 0302208090. Hello, good morning.
Nanama.
Good morning.
Good morning, akuma panye.
Yo, yanko ai.
Nanama mesrel. Se wo program so a. Sa piglets na. Omo ba na omo accuse no. Eya man responded to them. Mr. Miniaba. Those piglets no. Da omo mu de sebio etanana no mo betimem. Enti da omo no mo ti janan mu sa. Because tenya enega na yet say ejanan we. Ah omo hunu ya no. Uti no tem preko ma no. Ejanan ya no mo beti. Enti da say respond omo no respond omo you make them relevant. Mr. Me come asem so a. Ene I say every year demonstration say a vagabond. Almost fry hooligans. No, onye vagabond. Onye Macedonian. Onye notorious. Onye ewi. Onye amroba. Ne boss na odi the 200 no. Onye demonstration campaign. Ewo memu. Wa ka tire yen. Wa ma ye huru say ampa hooligans na di so. Enunti ena o ma ya sa. Nanado I didn't say we are hooligan and yay any minority for an ordeal. Now so Allah 2027
omo di betu abati aban boni we na o ma pam aban we afi so na o ma to aba ma John Dama ne mama any NDC
me da say hello next caller good morning
hello nanama
mame
oh nyamistra wati
amen
nyamistra pa na eduma pa wo ye on bo ho ba na show so
amen
na me sister na ko fa we ho 2024 ye be ye won me see ye ba butu won akrofa sifo nyame sta oni nyame nye eduma me sta na Bobie Ansah
that's it bye hello good morning
Minister
yo yankwai
ode nyame shira pa de bia me bompa ye ma wai
amen
the way we see you adwuma no pa me say me say the ai aka fm ai wo me adwuma no
yeah that's it
wo adwuma na ankasa ma nyina ya ni so
that's it
ani ampesa me ka kire ma sandefo nti asese me ti wachima mu na chenfo ne say asante de Alan watin hu antino MPP beba free say wo mo de party ni na da wo makoma so keke na nya mpuntunyuma na hia wo mo party no mo hwe enti no ma dwen nyina ne say ala na ate no ho won te no ho stay party ni strong asantifo no ma fam achimfo na fa asantifo nte sebi o mono party na hia mo na nya sebi previous amo mpuntu na mo hwe aya se enti no se achimfo no person mo ka asantifo no hye o mo mani na ho na sebi previous on wona mo se amo ya asantifo mo ni ate sebi o mo mani na ho na mo hu se nkofo o ya achi mafias
Medase
no mine o bezo mbubu o mine bia manani na ho na nyame adoma mahama ba me se sankofo o kolu o mo ankasankasankasankasan na na do de me se wo se bona senu emu
Medase. Hello, let's call a good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, and I'm Ejakun.
Yo, Yankway.
Yo, Baba Katono, second Takradi.
Yo, Baba.
Yo, Yadawana, and a pay Abu Jam, second Takradi, you Papa. Yabo Bado. Dr. Grace will show on a pay. No, lawyer Blay, incoming and to a second. Minia, Yamis Yankan, Abeni, Waha Ghana. When you're there, on Berlin Waha Ghana. Then of when Yankasana Yahaw, you know. 2016, you catch one there. This old man, or they're going to play very careful. This old man, because I feel you're about to about that or better on social castle that many. Then of what, yes, you didn't, you can't, one year and yardun. No boy, no, or that could some, or the name, or the catch Ghana for there. On one or no, can you more Bank of Ghana? On him Ghana scab, they're Ghana scasher. You're catching bars in one in a yardun. Only in Asia, you know. It's Ghana for you're about to cross someone. Munyanche, Nedru, Yankupon on Sunday. Munyanche, no weapon. Or there, you there. Next time, a bit more the platform. Or catch out there. Some share. Never seen an Elcosajo, a Cososha, a book on Sosha, Yankupon poor Bobie, you are supposed to be using. Only the work of Cotiani. Don't remember, I made the human why you want from Magana. Up and one wind you want from Magana. Now, so, Ghana for was some fine yasam. No, what cut them up with some after a with different water. Mante, what money could go talk. This yala, don't remember, my money, or baby, or resume office 2025. Obabra, the same people who are cutting a baby, what no one will make it there on your money. To the partisan, yet to the bay, you one in the woods. Don't was a somewhat catching in there.
Eh, for this, you know, Bimro. Medase. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
We did the champion of Senior Adams and the free Ashama. Call it never to almost.
Ah, champion, uncle.
My opportunity, but beyond Abu Joshua, have a Dracamo, Yamametiano. Amatia, Sama Civil for social community, Sabio, Biana, Opasumicano. Miniaba, that any message Kikakono, Ghana for, and Yama Atis Samu. Yes, a woman penny President Kufado, a pioneer of fast with you, woman penny, or penny, or Mobile Ghana Pumina, the what prepare President Kufado. Miniaba. I'm a penny opportunity to pass Ghana for a one. I'm a penny President Kufado. A day of Penino, what they can afford. A pay of buyer, one creature to know Kunko for you. A pay of buyer, one creature to perform any man will know. They tell me about what it is the China cast of China.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, young boy.
Mr. Bayer, one year to my. They say I think what China cast of China. At the upper hand, the Ghana, what I can say to my mother. Now they are buying a buyer who don't get to my second and Yuma Kwababuno. It's your quite an answer by President Kufado. Yes, or Ghana for see a Ghana for. Momunity, Nasa Esatamia Uboy, Bacana Bonity, and Mobi, Yana, at the Upper Sanado, who did the PIA Modi, at the Hefaniako, about 2024, Omupumba, when you go for your
Medas, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Anama, good morning.
Yo, Yankway.
I have come here as though we Madina Zogo Junction.
As though near, hey.
Uba Madina, Tommy Junction run about a final say, Unam over head no so that did not move your final, I would reach a panel. I say, Now so NS this in Corporate Bank of Ghana or ADCK, AD or Manisika, you can or see a hooligans. Also, I am vagabond. That is why I am vagabond. Next time demonstration, I am vagabond power.
That's it. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Nana.
Yo, me are my young quay.
Your family Nana be in Kazafri, Ablage.
Yo, Nana.
Oh, say, I'm a movie, and a Kufuad and Gata and Fena Kufuado. I'm a crown for Ado Dankwa. And a can affordable attack. And Dr. Mamuna Adil,
hey,
Daniel Frewo. Because a Kufuad and a phone, the idea Kufuad to be a crown for.
Oh, Debbie, and you'll be a Bushandi added them.
Oh, Munina.
Added them, no Munina, Monsieur
Munina count Anama. Munina. Can for that, I don't know about for let's say, or Brebus Yamma Germany. Come on, we campaign about me, Muna, or the hair or boss speech Biana, not what people in Marco. And so they want to say, or Kobia, or Mudia, and only Yamina.
Medase. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nanama.
Yo, young quay.
Unia Bema Bacope, original Tantana.
Tantana.
Captain.
Yanko.
Obapa Baby, Yanko Shroud. Oba kukunyini pa to say ya santoa same people we need to say the oka ye no Ghana de betu nemom send this we need so a ye be chi wo mo te sa akromfo awudifo aban akromfo wo adese no say other hooligan ye hooligan wo be di akonwa so a na say wo twesika so amayen na ye tax and ye di tia woka. Now within a short time, because say I must say, I will my Ghana. Not a year car and campo. We any papa also step down. Tell you, you better say, we are a near and this is power. You don't obey show. Obey them, Addison, obey them. Can you post here any day? What the patch? What did Mahama attempt? Sabi Mahama Yejimini. Hey, Mahama Yejimini. What am I do police for Baba?
The last caller, good morning. Hello, the last caller, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, Anama.
Now, what to say?
Yamina Dume, your friend Claude.
Yo, young quay.
The same Jakantamato, but I said the Cantamantaya ding. Anama, Addison says, yeah, hooligan.
Aye.
Yeah, and I say. I don't know why. Once I woke up last year, I put a few of them on first one at our wedding. We shed a four trophy, and you didn't mean to own them. Why are they? And you know, I am listening to a manager of them once a room, and so we don't see your channel. And then I assistant phoning number them with that say.
Miss Medase, I was your four year quite ye. And he has a brother Maquine. Ama enedwumedie no ye de asie Adam J most of that na we mu protest
on the 17th of this month
17th
be share free or brass sport na e ba be wienu wo a friend saying police headquarters.
That's 10 days more to
10
go.
days more to go into
okay.
The official invite
all the media Tuesday by week.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Into the official invite all the media houses and a civil organization now and Ghanaians for nara to say constitutional right to demonstrate fundamental and sacrosanct no obi ntimi sia kwa obi ambeboy na ntimi na me nchazo kumfa me uncle baba yo efe baba yo ba efe Ibrahim Zakari so program yi pa o tie wo damfa sia
o tie o he
o damfa
okay what's what say
Ibrahim Zakari
okay that's it I was off one of Penny Fast Damas Cephas, executive producer, morning show, and now one a became when a nano pay. Eugene Bansu that say, a blenya quabron mansumi that say. William so and a genamachia say me that say. Na Afensumina Courage McAfee Nunek Peku, member NDC communication team, Ibrahim Adams Mumuni, director of operations Adam GH. Medamuni Nasa say more became who and ano pay. Media
nua baako pɛ nanama ejako ye kwa yie na ye sister fia yakwa akota na chi na di kunu ya oda empem sa me kwa de ba na empa ne kora na o mayi na fisu de na sha adakem yakwa akka no na wakra na chi na de eto so eye ya pom din ho nkomotwetwe Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic ebibiduro fie wayare se fie emfidi papa fie wode ye wokwa ahoden ene ayaresa nko a odi asempa kwa me apumesu mensa wa mankra me hwepo obepe sika oni ni Greenfield ambassador ba ko pe nei odi yapai Greenfield Dr. Bright Oko Osegana for emergency ayaresa odi to asomaye
if Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic aseye baby a wutie yen ana baby a wo hwe bia no e Facebook so no yede enchia no e prewom o Dr. Penia wota ayasa bia yi ano Dr. Bright Oko wonna dwuma former ba wonna mrante no wo mse memfa enchia sonko emrew na mi bi sa so wopom etesen na mi sa so enioma be na ekoso e wo ni padua ni ma enu nti sabra me kasei ama ato adwendwene ama ato osu anempo kodana na ababeto so Dr. Samuel Kanto se ko akoma to yam efisa yade na etete wo no wo hawo na e wo ni padua ni mu ye ekoso e wo ni padua ni ma e de asam ebre wo no Greenfield ya wonu yesonko ya yede ema wo ade ba ko ema yase wo no mu eye ngonwo ene sa ye de wo ba yama wo ene kasa bebre enche dabi ene afei ane bebi sebisawo ya de na sahini ana de akrafa na kosi dabi ye won fidi pane no pa wo ba Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic wo ba ye de ebe show ni padua ni mu sani yedi kan eka wasam no wo ba ye afidi ya du besi so na afidi na fa woni padua ni mu na etwa ede a chese ya de wi ana eha wo ye de be fa wo yefo no so na kwakotwa nyoma ekoso e wo yefo ni mu de mi kan ebia ya de no e hye woni padua ni mu wo ebia wo boso wo anampo e wo nsam e wo wani so ye wo mfidi a wo ba ni nyina no ye de be hye na che ya de ne baabia ampomponso no akwakodu na tredu konso a yamfa enkanom na tunyado wonase ama woto sonko aba o ni padua ni mu enti ena ya se ya de biara e awo ya de biara e fini pawutimi so na ekoka mo reso no bamadi ase woman enya okodana nemum obetwa yen ewe Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic aseye na wo ba ye behwe ni atunyado wonase ama woto sonko aba ni padua ni mu wo ba wo sadia ayaresa dwumadie ensi ekoso eho sadia environment no e wo ye clean na wo so doctor for ni anesofo a ye do mako tuba memu akwa tetewo mbu mu aba ye wonum ebo dwuma fanfan pam wo ba kom de animtie eba fa so age wo so na ye do fa mfidie mu na ye tunyado wonase ama woto sonko aba no enya senketo kra mesi abje bas body bebre no adam 2018 enam ye dwuma pa ye bonto no abasbodi ebi madam ya eter so ane yatie ede egu ya so e hono abasbodi enso gua ne egu so ya eje ni nyina da ene sab wo ba ya de biara etete wono ye tu ase pekope ya tenete ama woto eno ntina Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic ya so ya na ewo nungwadogon last stop Ansah junction ya kan ye de ache sab eni da so no inside the biara wako ba bia me aka to sab wo ya de no ne beku eni da so sanu ti dia don dia eni ekofie no kowu a me kami che wo sab e ma no e ha de biara ta ba modi atie me ye if is a Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic dia be bia ya dia no awo kwakodu empo atuse ene dempo ana wo ya ukrampo na kwambia so no wo ba ya se ho no ma ye be show amwanya ho den sonko na watumi so anyina te me kan ebia miniam wo te kam anampo wo didwumadie bi wo pasa wo fa your number na wato bo ase no afram your numbers no eyam yenum de kan no eye 0243 983 906 0243 983 906 anam 0261 651 898 0261 651 898 abusia me se wo nungwado kon last stop Ansah junction ewo enkramantami emu tiemi ye me kan ebia halitosis enmukankan enu na ba beto so enu ntina msuma se kobase wo kasa gu nipa so na mpono obi di nkoma na nipa kwa na wo twe ne hene na wo twe ne ti efri se enkaponi na ewo no mu no enya dia eye papa enka no enyenyenyenyenye amade bia da wo ko nipam na se wo kasa no obi adwane ede ngwase ebrao bomade afabra yen ewo ya so no ngwalo kon last stop nyanhwe ne yentu ase pekope na ema ho ento empomi kan so ebia wo yoba na sa drama wawari atse awonwo yede ede ama sa bewu nkuma form ene wonso no abusia form titia no mo atete wo mo ka to se wo ye panini wo mo ka to se drama wo ye krawa me pa to bomade abra ebia na ya de bi na me pa ni me pa ma ekoso ewo wo twanum anampo o mama yom anam so ama wontimi so bani sai na bra wo be wo brem ya ha ni na twa peso wo no wontumi enwo no ntino bomade afabra fi so ba ya so no ma greford dia enkwada bebre ana de bia metaka sem wonum wo ya so no mo so no ma wonum esum womu pe efie bi makwa akofiri womu pe busia bi mu akwa akofiri makasa mpa yenso ya ba transfer asi so enso ne msa wo ma ye na wote fia wo sunu nti amansa be nkuranom womu ntimi ehuru locative womu ntimi ema ofie mpa wotaw awode ya teneta enu nti bomade abra ni anso ne ma ekosro ya esu wo kwan ya nu nti ema wontumi enwom enu atenso me kan ebia enam yade ana me nia ba ne nia pema ababa tawo so de bia metaka se empaso gwande ye bedi na so awu se me wom ni sab emu nam yade ana edoson sa enam yade ba wo so a me nia pema emma wo mama sam no ekofamfi sa wo pema no eya na ekura bam ani tu ko ba wa sisi anu aje maguo sa so me nia ba so sa wote enam yade ya eya ma ekura ba wase anu ti sa bema no udi hyemu a eya na wote yawo etobia maja mpatimi pu etobi nsa na wusu afabu nsemini aba ni abama eya na ensuo basa bi ani na eguguo afabu nse ensansa boni bi na ebo wa himfie no ena obama no ho ebasa na emwa kwa edi asam na brewo mini abasa wanhwe nam yade anti wawo ebetia kakiri bomadi ase so hawo bi wo so a wonu ani betiem Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic aseye afei se stroke na nyawo amo no fatim ana wo fampo adwodo amo akadamu timi nya ho hia Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic ya badi ama osi ye ba beboa na stroke na ehel no ye ti ase ateneta amo atime esu ni pabia so ebiom afei diabetes asiche yadiem eno na edi unyam anampo koko ana ehel makacho se koko no eba wo so ade wo bebre no ana ebaka ni pabia no ema wo sisi etumi ya wo ya wo taska kabia wo jewa enyem etobi nso a ema mama timbo ni pabia mu wanhwa na nam sna ba benya stroke me pata wo tiemi Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic ya se no me se wo ngwaro kon last stop Ansah junction yade biara etata wo se yade no ewo wedie no ani anampo ewo wedie no emem yade afini patini so ekoka no mo so a ewo din yakopon ame nyansam yakopon me hu nim diam wo me ho adwenem wo me afidi panu nupa wo ba ye ba sane eto asepra kope na watime ene ho to na akwa ho sam eno to wotiam bomade ase ade bia koso ni padiam no wo de ba ya se ye Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic ni atu ase ama woto abusan sadi number 3 bio aya 0243 983 906 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898 0261 651 898 na me kan ebia sa wo homia eya na wo bena wo teso wo hypertension yade yi ebia ba wo so wo jonsa wa yasina ya oya wo jonsa na ebia tete akam menia me pa tell me so eyo ha na ekoso wo de enoma bia ekoso ni padua mu ya ade a ewodin mese greenfo nyankopon dawroma wo ba yaso e be show ne atuade na asem ama watima to no ntintrafie na ensum ya wo hom kan so eho ene se sami kan ebia wontimi ma ho a ya doctor fo ne ya nurse fo no ya de mfidie ne nupan baba fie ne abetu ya de no ase no atua bibi kuma bi eno ntifa wo hyemu na ebomodian so benya pomde papa fi se na ya kwa ya ben ye ni padua eno anokuta yam sanso mpo ne wo package sonko e de ma yenuanom ema no mawo mu ene mo nsabo mu enioma enkoye no eno nso ye bedi bibi kuma bi ne ya ne ya bo sade be ya sawo hawo no ya daos na tuo ebetumi atwa afaye wo ambulance service wo home sawo pe ambulance na de dwumadie bi ene papa se de ambulance ba fie ne aba so woni nyina no menia ekwanda fa no ntono omadi asa greenfield woni ya de beto kasa fa ya na fani ntumi muawo ya betse wadi diem ne mo so wodi na bomba ni padianom awoden sonko atumi abam abusia mesia wonu ngwadokon last stop Ansah junction greenfield dia yaduma pentabas body sonko ani ya janu ntino ya etata wo ya de bia ene wodi asie no woni ya ntontia na bra ya se na be hwese yentimi ntineta ema wo na sika ketwa bibi kuma bi na betua ni atua bu ase ahyew ama eno papa no anom ama ni pedia woden sonko atumi abam afetiam ye wonu mienu bia dia ba adwa so eye tatahwe pa your bright soldier capsules tieniem bright soldier capsules we aya mama dwomenya bama me kan ebia wo kompaso asasasa na wadiem ego sma ba ko sma mienu na chese wo sere fo ba no so ebasa na wo tete wo ba no ebasa e kan wo bogu fi sab etiso bia wakoto graphic no mo bi e ken kan dia no de bia me kato sab ebia wo ba no wo se sika no aye no wagin popin nanso so enam se wonti mo aduma wo mpam ena ni je sun kontimi mentino wo ba no wa sha se wo twa fo wachi enya sanso de bia kronkrono ana ekosom wonfa wo buonya ni die ema wo me pato wotimi ena wem ana wotimi sabre no bright soldier capsules edonom eya adwuma eya nkonyam eti senso de ni pepepe eya adwuma se wo seranim anu ntimi bina bama ema wo adwuma ye na woni nkunim ewo mpaso na abomo banse ni atumate mesia basa wo to propeche ema wo didi me kama na akompaso atesa ene wo boabaso eya bright soldier capsules ebesa so sese nkwamon ama me nyaba ma watini asobani nsan na ma wo afamu bab wo wa operation politika semu ya oya ene mpo wo tata sita osisi ya oya me kan for bright soldier capsules do no na me jama fi sese no mpama dwuma ya eya kama pa mini abanso me kan e bia wo kompaso a wontimi mu nhia bema no e ba sa no bo so watenka tia yente no woda wontimi ti se du fachiam wo ya wo hia enyaye me pa cha bomodi asa ya duro bright soldier capsules edonom wo be pebia nom na etumi esiesie wo man kan na bia etu no ton ene bia etu no makoma kodwa ni chema wo kwa wo nsa be kabu de bodin wo se bright soldier capsules na mo mini aba ma